Alright, ladies and gents, as ever, my name is Shane, that's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Myst III Exile. This will be our very first time playing it, so if you're just joining us, you haven't missed a thing, but if you'd like to check out some of the games I've played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. But for today, let's get into the game. I'm going to catch up on chat first, and then we need to talk history of Myst here, because I've got some interesting things to share with you. Zigcat, welcome in. How are you doing today? Happy New Year. Why does the game have 3 Ubisoft logos? Because they paid a lot of money for the Myst license and they wanted to get their money's worth, I suppose. Bob, Happy New Year. How are you doing today, Bob? Hope you're doing good. Trinita, I didn't even know that Joanne sold cooking stuff. That's interesting. I might have to check that out there. Let's see. Texan, welcome in. Your friend is selling you a 1981 Flash Gordon pinball machine for $300. Oh, that's a good price. That is a very good price. Congratulations on your upcoming purchase. That's going to be badass. Once I get a house, I would like to own at least one pinball machine. I think that'd be badass. Will play an Octodad with a controller as an experience. I believe that's the way you're supposed to play it, honestly. And I hope you're enjoying it, because it is a trip. It really is. Alright, so let's talk the history of Myst right here. We're going to start with the history of Myst as games, then we'll talk about the history of the lore itself. So, the first 2 Myst games, Myst and Riven, were made by a pair of brothers, Rand Miller and Robin Miller. And after they made Riven, they didn't want to start on another Myst game immediately, because they had a vision of a Myst MMO, which we will get to in time. But either way, they're like, we can't get started on another Myst game immediately, because we want to work on this thing instead. So what happened was they had partnered with Ubisoft as a publishing company. And Ubisoft says, well, we're going to have one of our teams make the next Myst game instead. And so after shopping around several companies, they ended up going with a small studio called Presto Studios and had them make Myst III Exile. So this was made without Rand and Robin Miller, with one exception, which is that Rand Miller is the guy that played Atris in Myst 1 and 2, so they brought him back in to play Atris one more time, which is hilarious because Rand Miller has said that he is actually very camera shy and hates acting with a ferocious passion, but the only reason he played Atris in the first game is because they couldn't afford actual actors. But then everyone's like, oh no, you have to do it for continuity, you have to keep playing Atris, and so he has to keep coming back and play Atris now, which is great. So that's what gets us here. So let's talk about the lore that gets us to Myst III as well. So, the first Myst game, you play a character called the Stranger, who is meant to be an analog for the player. And that means the Stranger has no canon name, gender, age, ethnicity, nothing. There's absolutely no canon information about who the Stranger is. What the Stranger did, though, was find one of Atris's old linking books in a canyon in New Mexico. This is canon, I swear to you. And accidentally touched it and accidentally linked to the island of Myst. And that leads us to the first game, Myst. And in that game, while trying to escape Myst Island, the Stranger got caught up in a plot where basically Atris had been captured or imprisoned by his 2 psycho sons, who were also imprisoned, and were trying to convince the player to release them. In the end, they were trapped forever, and Atris was released, although Atris had problems, which led to Riven, the sequel, in which Atris's wife had been kidnapped by Atris's horrible, murderous stepfather. So we had to go track him down, rescue Atris's wife, as well as Atris's wife's people, her clan, and then we also had to seal away his evil father for all time because he's bad dude. And that leads us to where we are. The only thing you need to know about the world of Myst is it involves something called the Art, which allows you to write books that describe a world, and then you can use the book to go to that world you described. Now, does that mean you are creating the world in the book, or you are linking to an actual place that already existed? We don't actually know. That's actually a mystery within the Myst universe itself. Nobody knows. But either way, they've got that. And that's what a lot of the places we're going to be visiting in these games are. Yes, a Myst MMO! We will be talking about that, Dame Karen, because that did actually get created. So once we get to that point in the series, we are going to be talking about that. Myst Battle Royale! Unironically, John, I would pay any amount of money for that. It sounds incredible. Jar Jams, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you with us. Chris Technician, Happy New Year. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. I should mention, if you're curious how I know so much about Myst lore, there's a Myst tabletop game called Unbound. Realms Beyond Myst, I believe. I think it's called Unbound? Unwritten, that's it. Unwritten Ages Beyond Myst. And it has a lot about the lore of the world, and it's just fascinating. And if you're just curious about the lore, and you don't even want to play the tabletop game, still worth your money, I would say. It's very cool. Do you have the Myst book from the Kickstarter? Yes, I do. I'm such a big Myst fan. I also have the Myst novels, which I bought at school fairs as a kid, because I love Myst so much. So yeah, I have the Myst book. Mine isn't the one with a screen, but the buddy of mine that got me into the Myst does have the copy with the screen in it that does the sound and everything. It did take a very long time, but now we have Myst games that run on Windows 10, so I'm happy about that. I'd say it was worth the wait, anyway. And yes, this is the one with Brad Dourif in it. We will be seeing him very soon. Keep your eyes open. Alright, so, let me double check all the options are set correctly. I think this is interesting because this is something you almost never see in games. Music frequency. One of the options is how often you hear background music. So that's kind of interesting. I think that's pretty cool there. Let's see. I didn't get the inkwell, but I did have the screen on it. Nice. It's so cool. Now, let me just ask, and I know the answer to this, King of Apoc. I know the answer because if you bought the book, you did. But I'm going to ask anyway. When you bought the book, was the very first thing you did open it up and put your hand on that first page just in case? Because I know I did. And then was a little bit disappointed, but you know, of course, I do it. You have to. You kind of have to. Let's see, what's the shirt for today? I am wearing my Systems Alliance N7, of course. Always rocking that. Yeah, check out the, just Google Myst Kickstarter and check out some of the swag they had with it. It was very cool. Very neat stuff right there. Alright, looks like everything is set up here, so let us go ahead and get into the game here. You gotta try.
I realized as our group linked back to Dunny that we should not restore the city as we had planned. The once magnificent buildings lay in ruin, a testament to the hatred that had consumed them. Too many people had fallen victim to that hate, to the prejudice and greed from which it sprang. Gazing out across the cavern, I decided to write another age, one that would help the Dunny survivors begin again, free from the tragedies of their past. So with my wife, Catherine, supporting me, I put aside that past to write a future. More than a year has gone by since I finished writing Relishon. I have a new daughter, who I hope will someday link to that age with me. And as I imagine Yisha meeting the Dunny, those brave men and women who are building a new life for themselves, I realize I've been given another chance as well. A chance to learn from my mistakes and leave the past behind me once and for all.
Breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh.
We call it Tamana. We moved here after Atreus finished writing Relishon. He wanted us to have a new home too. I'm so glad to see you. I told Atreus our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for your trip to Relishon, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks. But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Why don't you wait in his study?
I'll mention real quick an amazing little detail right there, which is Catherine right there starts out the game by saying, "Beautiful, isn't it?" She doesn't continue talking until you turn around, which is just clever. I just love that, especially for a game this old. I think that's amazing. Let's see. Chris, what's the dinner report? I had spicy chicken cutlets and roasted baby potatoes. Nice little New Year's Eve dinner right there. Yeah, the music in this game is so good. Oh my god. Morrowind live action movie, please, that'd be so good. Dawn Wanderer, Happy New Year's. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Bob, I'll get to that redemption in a second. Let me get through the intro first. Yeah, we got some FMV in here.
You know, this trip is exactly what Atreus needs right now. I haven't been able to get him out of the house for months, ever since he found his journals out of place. But seeing how well the Dunny have settled in on Relation should help him to finally relax.
So you can see the first difference between the other games before, which is we have 360-degree vision now, whereas before we just had fixed camera angles, although it is still node-based movement. So there is still that. What kind of cheese ate yours? Nacho cheese! I love it. Chris, you had McDonald's for your last dinner in 2022? Nice, nice. Dawn Wanderer, you made queso! Nice, nice. Sounds like a nice cold day dinner right there. And some live... I know, this is so good. Yeah, back in the day, it was almost seamless. It was beautiful, why not? Welcome in, Happy New Year. Alright, listen very carefully. I want you to hear this right now. Listen for a tiny whoosh noise. Oh, not there. You hear it? That's the sound when you click on something you can't interact with. It's very quiet, but there's a tiny whoosh noise right there, which is interesting. Alright, so... let's see what we got over here. What is this? Whoa! Well, that is a badly damaged book. Let's not mess around with that. Damaged linking books are very dangerous. Alright, some odds and ends on that shelf. Got the picture of Catherine with their new baby Yisha right there. That weird crystal thing he has. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. He's got a letter right here. Let's check this out. Timon, thank you for responding so quickly to my request for Nara padlocks. As you know, security in Tomona has become an important issue of late. Perhaps I am overreacting, as Catherine suggests, but the idea that someone may have been sneaking into my study, reading all of my journals, disturbs me. After what happened to my library on Myst, after my own sons, Cirrus and Akinar, destroyed so much of my books, I've come to realize how delicate the link is to my worlds. I've never been able to repair those burned books, to link to each age and find out if the inhabitants survived. The padlocks won't change that situation, but they should ease my fear of trespassers considerably. Sincerely, Atreus. Yeah, it's one of the things that happened in the first game is, Atreus's crazy sons burned most of his linking books, and since those are links to entire worlds, we don't really know for certain what happens there. Alright, anything else interesting on the desk? And those are the aforementioned sons, Cirrus and Akinar. I think it's actually Cirrus and Akinar, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, they went a little bit nuts. They murdered some people, they burned a bunch of linking books, and then they tried to seal away Atreus. And also in the bad endings to that game where you release them from their prisons, they murder the shit out of you. So, there is that. They're bad dudes. They're bad dudes. Last we saw them, Atris had decided to burn their linking books. So they couldn't hurt anybody else again, which probably the best course of action. And these are depicting the events Atris was talking about with the Dunny. They're just misunderstood. I mean, I didn't misunderstand them trapping me in a prison book for all eternity. Gamma Gumo, Happy New Year. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Ooh, what is this? Ah, there's the Relishon book. So this is the new age that Atris is making for the Dunny people to help them rebuild their society.
Well, my friend, I see you found the Relishon book. Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. I'm sorry if I've kept you waiting. Since we'll be gone a few days, I needed to secure some of my things. And I also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Relishon. I thought you might find it interesting to read about what I'd hoped to achieve, compared to what the age truly is. Well, just let me get my keys to unlock Relishon and we'll be off.
Alright, sounds good.
I've been hearing what you've been up to in recent months.
What the hell? Jesus!
No! No! Relishon!
Well, what the hell? So Brad Dourif just stole the Relishon book and then noped the hell out of here. But we're chasing after him. We don't know what the hell that book is he was carrying, but wherever it goes, we're going after him. Let's catch this jackass. Get that book back. I don't recognize this age, though. Hey! Hey, get back here, douchebag! That book back! It's not yours! Get back here! Oh, of course you locked the door. And there's... Alright. Alright, looks like you locked us out, so I suppose we're gonna have to find another way to get in there. Unfortunately. Let's see, spent the turnover with some friends and we watched the live-action Rurouni Kenshin movie. How was it, Gamaguma? Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, geez, Brad Dourif, calm down. Alright. We're gonna have to find another way into this building somehow. So, like I said, I don't recognize this age. So we're gonna have to look around to see if we can find another way in. What is this now? Alright, I can't really see anything there. Alright, that points to that purple thing. What else does this do? And that points out to the ocean. So, I'm assuming by the fact that there's lenses, this is some sort of laser light puzzle. I'm going to leave that pointed at the purple thing, which might be that over there. Can't actually get over there, unfortunately. A nice apartment on the beach. This is a classy place, most definitely. But you can build your own world just by writing in a book. You can have pretty much anything you want, which is awesome. Senosuke, he is the best character, it's true. Anything over here? Window in that building. Oh, hello. Go down here. Big wheel thing blocking our way. Can't interact with it at all, which is strange. I see another ladder over here. It looks like I can't walk over there either, but there is some other way to get near here. Alright, so nothing new in there for right now. That's so good, Gamugumo. My book will have lots of dinosaurs. You can do that. You can do that. Although, if I remember correctly, it's a little sketch writing living creatures into an age. It doesn't always work well. The rules for writing an age is... it's difficult to write living creatures in there, and it's impossible, as far as the Dunny knew anyway, to write an age that violates the laws of physics as we understand them. Ah, there's another ladder. What is this? Interesting. Oh, dang it. I was hoping it would stop right there. Alright, now what happens if I put that back? There we go. Alright, the wheel thing is out of my way now. Beautiful. Alright, so let's head back over there now and see if we can actually get in there. Oh, no, there's, no, the wheel's on the other side now, right? Possibly. No, it says I can't go down there now. But I solved the puzzle. What the heck, game? Yeah, I should be able to get... Oh, is it... Oh, hang on. Wait. There we go. Alright. So the ladder was too far down for me to reach. Now I should be able to get that. There we go. Beautiful. Something reminiscent of Art Deco in the aesthetic. Myst has always had some just really cool designs for their buildings. I don't know where they get their ideas from, but I love it. And that is a very big hole in the floor. Well, that's not useful. What the hell? Shoot, I was feeling all clever for getting in here, and now it's just a giant hole in the floor. See some counterweights and something. This looks like some sort of elevator. But I don't think there's anything we can do here right now, so we're going to have to come back later. Alright. Still, progress was made. Progress was made. Alright, let's keep looking around here. See what else we can find. Looks like we can go down to the beach here. Check that out. See what's down here. That just takes me back up. Audio puzzle! You have to recreate the floor to the left by matching the tones of the wind moving throughout. Oh god, I know you're joking, and yet my stomach fluttered a little bit in sheer, unflinching terror at just the idea of that. Alright, here's another one of these weird lens things. That doesn't show anything. That shows a red thing. And that shows, ooh, a broken pole. That could be a problem. So one of these relay things is broken. Set it to the red thing for right now. That seems interesting. Can I get over here? I can. And there's the red thing I was looking at. Ooh. Alright, so this rotates that thing. Now, why do I want to rotate that thing? Oh, there's a mirror. Is that a reflector? That does appear to be a reflector. Aha. That's very bright. Alright. So we got light moving. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. Here's that broken pole we saw. We're not going to be doing anything with that, unfortunately. Looks like there is another path over here, though. Sleeping is nice. Hope it has been kind to you as well. I hope that your sleep is nice. This is true. Oh no! Red, no! Now, what is this? A staircase here. Follow this. Whistling Rock. Alright, so we actually get location names. That's kind of cool. Ooh, hello. This might actually lead to the building we need to get into. Excellent. I'm coming for you, Breddorf! What on earth is this? Is this an elevator? Maybe. Lever doesn't appear to do anything. Is that the elevator? Hmm. No, that lever doesn't do anything. Alright. This door leads somewhere different? Yeah, it's not the same door we came in through. That's interesting. Also, it seems to lead to a dead end. Oh no, we can go on this rock over here. Oh, we can go over to this weird little hut. Hey, buddy. We have found a friend. Hey, little guy. Oh, he's cute. He's so cute. I love him. Hotel nearby had some fireworks you could watch from bed. Oh, that's so classy. Audio puzzles can be neat, but I'm very bad at them, is the problem. Yeah, Pumpkin Pie Man, this game looks gorgeous. It really does. How are you doing, Pumpkin Pie Man? Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Hey, check it out, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, what is that? Oh, is that actually subtitles? Where it says squee chirps? That is subtitles. Weird. Am I supposed to do something here? Can I go back over here? What are we doing here? Can't see anything from over here. That doesn't seem right. What is the point of getting him fed, or is that just... Hey, buddy. He's so cute! Was that it? We just needed to get him a snack? Doesn't seem like there's anything else to do here. Alright. Well, you know what? You eat up, buddy. You eat up. You enjoy that. You enjoy all that. And have a great time. I hope I have enriched your life. I don't know why I enriched his life, but I appear to enrich his life. I get that mistake made a lot, Pumpkin Pie Man. No shame there. But Squee, he is squeeing. He is squeeing and he is chirping. I'm gonna let him do his thing. That could have been a tutorial puzzle. Because sometimes puzzles in Myst show you how to do things later on. And so that could possibly be that knowing that they act like that will help me later on. Maybe even soon. Hello. What have we over here? Glass bubble right there. Oh! Don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I can listen to sounds. Somehow this plant amplifies sounds. Hey, Damage Plushie! Welcome in, Plushie. Happy New Year to you. How are you doing today? How was your stream? What were you playing? Tell me everything. And from anybody from Plushie's stream that doesn't know who I am, my name is Shane. That's Shane is Games. I play the obscure, the unusual, and nostalgic. And today we're playing Myst III Exile, which I haven't played since it first came out. I don't remember much about it. Alright, so this plant amplifies sounds. Interesting. Had no idea how to play this as a kid. I struggled so much as a kid. Like, beating the original Myst took me months. Absolutely just months. It was insane. But yeah, how was your stream? Tell me everything. Pokemon chillin', raiding, shinies all over. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. Sounds like a good way to start the new year. Oh, he's so cute! Oh! We met a little critter and he was adorable, and that's what he sounds like. If anybody in here is not following Damage Plushie, you definitely should. She's been playing some Pokemon recently. She plays a lot of interesting games before. I know I saw her playing Legend of the River King before, which I've never seen anybody on Twitch before play, which is awesome. So make sure and click that link, give her a follow, check her out next time she's live. You're going to have a blast over there. She's good people. Holy Pie Man, I could not get far in the original Myst. Like I said, I beat it, but it took me months. Months of just grinding. And I suspect a lot of the time I just sort of brute force puzzles. I was not any good at it. Alright, so I feel like the fact I can hear that little critter might mean something. That might mean something, though I have no idea what. Oh! Because when he made the noise, the things reacted. Alright. So we had to amplify his noise to make these things grow. Interesting. Alright. That's pretty cool. Where can I get a squee? I don't know, but they're adorable. Alright, so we made a bridge. Alright, and this does look like a working elevator. That's a good thing. Just counterweight? Oh no, it's a puzzle. Oh, I don't even know where to start with this. We're not even going to touch this. Until we have some clues, there's no way we're getting through this. But at least we opened a pathway now. That's a good thing. I promise it will be taken care of very well. It just needs love and whatever these red things are. Gonna try and get to the bouncer Friday? Oh, good luck, Damage Plushie. That game seems really fun. It does. Alright. So, we got another reflector up here. Let's see what we see. So, nothing there. Nothing there. Let's turn it one more time. And there's a red one. Alright. Looks like there's another one over this way, too. Let's go check that out. This one's a purple one. So we've seen purple, red, and yellow as far as I know. Want to go to the third floor and then solve this puzzle? I think that's what a lot of people were confused about, is just a lot of the puzzles don't have a lot of logic for existing, it's true. It's open ocean. That's a red reflector. And that's nothing. Alright, so that'll be open ocean. And that's an unlit red reflector. Alright, so I think that's that one right there, probably? We've seen that one before. Very interesting. Ooh, we can look at this from a different perspective. That actually might be handy. Does it gather light in any direction? It does not. Alright, so we definitely want to turn it the way we had it, with the red reflector set. Alright. And then let's head back over here and take another look at this one. Can you look at it from over here? Yes, we can. Alright, so it's looking at the purple one. And what other options do we have? Nothing there. And nothing there. Alright, so we definitely want to leave that set at the purple one as well. We'll leave that there. Alright. As usual in Myst games, I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. I am accomplishing something, and I'm just going to have to keep accomplishing it until inspiration strikes, I suppose. Let's head up this way now. And there is another reflector. It's showing nothing that way. There's a green one there, too. Weird. That's showing nothing. And there's that green one. Alright, let's check that one out next. Let's see. Go to the stairs. Down the stairs. These stairs are... Here's the green one. Now let's stand over here. So that's nothing. That's a red one. And that's nothing. Alright. Let's turn it here. And then turn that there. I think we've got to go back over to the source of the light and see if we can get that pointed somewhere useful. I believe that's going to be our next step. We've seen a whole bunch of these reflectors, but we're not really accomplishing much with them yet. We need to very specifically get the light moving places. Where are we going here? This way. Alright, let's get back down where we were before. Is this way? Yeah, here we go. Head back down here. Back over here. Dawn Wanderer, I love that little emote, that's adorable. I love me some cactuars. Alright. Let's head over to here. Alright, so that's actually a subtitle of the sound. interestingly enough. For some reason, I thought that was the area name. Alright. So, let's head up here. There's the broken one. Alright, so that is shining light. Where do we want it to shine to is the question. Maybe over this way? Oh, geez, that is bright. Alright, so that should be shining over there. Let's go to that one next then. Blue one? I don't even remember a blue one. I might not have seen this one yet. I might have missed it. Aha! Now that's showing a green one. But that is very bright because it's shining over there. Alright. I don't know where I want to get the light to in the end, but this could be progress. Possibly. Because there are other reflectors that we're just sort of bypassing by doing this. Oh, what is this? Oh, hello. Oh no, is this where we started? Yeah, there's Brad Dourif. Alright, so we're back to the start. Alright. Good to know. I was in a bit of a panic before, so I wasn't paying super close attention to where we were going. Alright. So... let's see, did we go over here? We did go over here. There wasn't anything to see over that way. Wait, is this lit up? The red one's lit up too, and so is that one. Alright. To my great surprise, we have some lit up beacons. Very interesting. There's not a ton we can do with this puzzle until we know where the light needs to go. But I suppose we're getting a start here. After Shane's stream, I'll probably watch Zardoz. Tend to watch sci-fi movies or episodes of sci-fi TV shows. That's pretty cool. I like that. Some guy in a hat, welcome in. It is indeed 2023. Welcome to the future. My old New Year's Day tradition, unfortunately, we can't do anymore. Because what it was they used to play... for a while, they played Godzilla marathons on Sci-Fi Channel. Excuse me. And I would get folks over on New Year's Day and we would watch tons of Godzilla movies, and it was rad as hell. But I haven't been able to do that for a very long time, sadly. Because that was amazing. I definitely miss Godzilla-thon. Alright, now how did I get back over to that other area? If I can remember that, that'll be the tricky part. Was it past the broken one? It was past the broken one. Alright, there we go. So let's head back up to the high area now. Oh, hello. Oh! Well, I figured out where the light's going. Ain't that interesting? So this is some sort of collector, it looks like? Alright, some sort of accumulator? Alright, so I have to get the lights bouncing over here, I assume. I don't know if I need to know this color wheel, but I'm going to take a picture of it just in case. And snap a picture of that. Alright. Will I have all the live-action Toho Godzilla movies? Nice, nice. Alright, so now we know where the light needs to go. At the end of the day. Cool, cool. That's progress. Now we just need to figure out what to do with that knowledge. And that's the tricky part. So, head back over this way. And head back over to the weird elevator thing. There's probably more to do with, but we haven't figured out quite yet. Alright, back through here. Alright. Head up this ladder again. Across here. Alright. So our end game is we need to get the light towards that accumulator, which I believe is right there. I think so. So, so you can get around to that side on this one. Alright, so the yellow one is shining its light in hopefully the right direction. Which way is it shining here? Alright, so it's shining towards this thing. See if we can head over that way. Check that out. Alright, here's the purple one. Purple one's shining out that way. I think that's correct. It's hopefully correct. So we got this red one right here. That's shining directly at the accumulator, so that's good. Maybe I have to have only the correct set of colors shining that way? That might be it. There's only showed 5 colors on there, so maybe I have to build that palette, is what I gotta do. Blue is lit as well, that's good. I think Biolante is one of my favorites as well. Alright, so we've got green, yellow, red, purple, and blue. So I need to get all those shining at the accumulator. We got blue right here. And then right here we got yellow. Is that one shining there? Yellow is, I believe. I think the problem is we've got that broken one right there. Right over there anyway. Zigcat, hey! Thank you for a 47-month resub. I don't exactly remember if it was the original Myst or it was Riven, but I do remember that one door that you entered into a building and it looked like a dead end. Yes! Oh god, that was Riven. That was the meanest puzzle in that entire game. Where, yeah, the switch to move forward was behind a door that you'd opened, and you have to close the door again to find the switch. That was my least favorite puzzle in that entire game. One of my least favorite adventure game puzzles. I think that was so mean. But Zigcat, thank you so much for 47 months at Tier 2. I appreciate the heck out of all that support, Zig. That's super kind of you. And I hope you're having a fantastic New Year so far. Glad to have you with us. Alright, so I'm going to grab my notebook here. I should be taking some notes. Because that's usually what you do when you're playing Myst. Yes, Lee A2, I 100% agree. It's so dumb. Alright, so take a look at that picture again. We've got green, we have yellow, we have red, we have purple, and we have blue. Alright. And let's make sure those are all pointed in the right direction. Hey, Cider, I'm doing good. How are you doing today, Cider? Hope everything's going well with you. Alright, so let's verify we have all those pointed at the accumulator. This one's yellow. Yellow. Where's the accumulator from here? Right there. Yeah, I think yellow's pointing towards the accumulator. I don't think any of the others direct. Or actually, does it need to be here instead? You want 180 from there. Yeah, it might need to be this one instead. Can I do that? Can I turn that so it's pointing this direction? There we go. Alright, I think that's pointed the right way now. I hope. Actually, that might have been pointed at this collector. Oh, it's really hard to tell. But this one's broken, so we can't do anything with it. How am I supposed to deal with a broken component in this puzzle? That's really weird. Well, let's pop over and take a look. I think we can do that pretty quickly from here. Oh no, wrong door. Wait, the accumulator's not lit up again? Did I have the correct solution and then I broke it? It didn't seem like the door wanted to open a second ago. Let's set everything back and then try that again. Interesting. Kiwi, welcome in. This is the strangest area of bug snacks I've ever seen. It got pretty esoteric. I'm not gonna lie. It got pretty esoteric. How are you doing today? Happy New Year. It's always fun when someone can describe a Myst puzzle to you and you know exactly what part it is in the game. Oh yeah, they tend to be pretty vivid. Yeah, it's lit up now. Oh no. Is there a combo? Oh god. There's a combo as well. Alright, so this isn't just a color puzzle, there's a combo involved in this as well. Damn it! Alright, so I have to figure out what that combination lock is. I appear to have all the colors set the way they're supposed to be. But now I need to figure out what the hell the combination is to get in. Ugh. Corn Nuts, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Quite pleased because I moved into my new place today. Oh, nice. Congratulations. I hope it is a spectacular space for you. My day is going very well, although, you know, missed stuff. I have no idea what that could even be. Not even a clue. I don't know what that combo could be. I haven't seen anything that even looks like it would indicate some sort of direction. God, we're going to have to come back to that. I'm going to save the game, though, because that feels like progress. Color puzzle. That save? I did save. Alright, cool. And resume game. Just need to find the poem about voiceless birds in the classroom in the Otherworld school. Oh, God. Oh, God. Alright, so the device that started this whole thing doesn't seem to have any clues. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, shit. Here we were making progress, and now... No, I don't know. Alright, let's keep looking around. Keep looking around and see what we can see. I want to pop back into here. Because I'm really curious what I'm supposed to do with this thing. Oh no! Wait a second. I've got an idea for this. I have an idea and I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm full of bad ideas. Let me try something. Red, the first code of the new year, and it's perfect. No, not that. Alright. Eh. I don't know if that did anything useful, but that was funny. So let's find out if it was funny and useful. Ha ha! I plugged the hole with the thing. Beautiful. Quote 31, beautiful. Also coming to play right there. Alright, so we can get into this elevator, but once again, I have no idea what to do with this thing. So, unfortunately, I don't think we're ready to go in here yet either. But I can get in 2 of these elevator things now, so that seems good. Also, I broke shit. Broke down this door and then smashed the thing into the hole, so that's satisfying. I don't often get to cause wanton destruction in Myst, and that's just lovely. Rook's Honor, Happy New Year's to you. How are you doing today? How's your New Year's going? Yeah, Fable does a very good job at tempting you to be a jerk very early on, which is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Alright. So this is where we ultimately need to get to. Can't get in through here because he locked the door. So I'm thinking those elevator things are the keys to where we need to go next. Question is just how do we solve that elevator puzzle? That I am unsure about. It just takes me up to there. I'm making sure I've explored everywhere I can explore now, because with this node-based movement, sometimes it's difficult to tell if you've gone everywhere you actually need to. Can be very tricky. Alright, so this is the only elevator I haven't been in yet, and it's the one with the color puzzle on the door. This seems like the most difficult one to get into. I don't even know how to start with this one. Recovering from a head cold, but otherwise good? Well, I hope you're back to 100% in no time. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Didn't destroy enough wontons? You never can. You never can. I am a little bit hungry myself. 1 ton of wonton? I go for some rangoons. Rangoons sound very good right now. Let's see. Tough myth question, but how deep into the game are you? We only started playing about an hour ago. So, not very deep into the game at all. We're still in the first area, as a matter of fact. But if you have lore questions about the Myst series, I am a big fan of the series. I might be able to help with some of those. Possibly. Possibly. Alright, I'm still curious about this thing. There's gotta be more to it than we've seen. Alright, so that doesn't do anything anymore. I want to get through this gate, but I don't see how. Oh, hello. That was fucking easy. Someone put up the quote about me being unobservant. Its day has come. Alright, what have we in here? Oh. That's a what? Rin, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Definitely prefer the free walking Myst remake. Wish they do that for all of them. They are working on doing that for Ribbon. So right now they've only done that for Myst, but they are currently working on a free walking remake of Ribbon. So you got that there. And yeah, they did finally do Myst 1 in VR as well. Alright, what the hell is this? Okay. Nice little toy you got there, folks. Oh, we got a book here. What is this? I have done it. I have used his swirling linking book to follow him. I touched my palm to its glowing panel and felt the tingling begin. There was a sudden sickening lurch inside my stomach, then I fell into the page. So this is Brad Dourif, the creepy guy that stole the linking book at the beginning of the game. I have not played the remake of Myst, but I played the original Myst when I was a kid, so I just have nostalgia for it. So I don't think I'd be a good judge, unfortunately. This has happened before, I know it. It happened the first time I came to this place, when I followed his murdering sons from Narayan. It happened when I used his hidden books, and it happened when I finally opened the machine, right before the fog first ate my mind. The fog didn't find me this time. When I opened my eyes, I was alone in a room. I was standing in the home of my betrayers. I couldn't move. I was afraid. I thought they'd know that I had come and I'd be waiting for me. Just like they had waited inside this very tusk. I was afraid they would tie me up again, that the poison snakes would strike. But the silence was unbroken. The whole house was still. And without really knowing what I did, I started to search every room, every floor, every cabinet. I found his journals. Atrus's never-ending journals. I found the book that brought me back to this world. The lesson world he calls Jananan? Oh, Tamara, my love, how long have I been trapped here? How much of my life has been eaten by the fog? The face I see in the lagoon isn't one I remember ever wearing. It's so much older, so much more savage, but it is me. It is Savadro. Alright, we've got a name. The guy's name is Savadro. And I remember what they did, how they led my people to death. Yeah, as a baby's mobile, I would not use that on babies. That's terrifying. I do remember that, Kiwi. That movie is so good. I have returned several times now to Tomana. I am searching for some sign of his sons. I was certain they would run back to their father, but so much time has passed. So many years in which to forget about my people. Is that what happened, Atrus? Safe in your beautiful new home, enjoying life with your dear wife and family, did you become so busy envisioning new worlds that you forgot the ones you'd already created? I must be very careful. I must not let them know that I am free. I will read what journals I can find to figure out where his two sons are hiding. And when I've found the sons again, when I've got the whole family together, I'll bring them down. Atrus and his family will suffer, the way I have suffered for years. Sirius and Akinar are not in Tomana. Every day I become more and more convinced Atrus' sons are not there. What happened, Atrus? Did you grow tired of them the way you grew tired of Narayan? Did you abandon them the way you abandoned my people behind your shield? It does not matter. I can still take revenge against their father. Now that I'm no longer stuck on Jananan, I can avenge all the dead in my world. I have already reopened his other books. I have begun making changes in those worlds, using his own lessons against him. There is still much more work to be done, but eventually I will lure him into this tusk. I will find some way to make him follow me here from Tomana. For now, I will concentrate on the Orbiter. It is not a natural part of this world. The material that creates it is like nothing I've ever seen. It reminds me just a little of the shield, and if it is the same material, it can't be damaged. But perhaps I can damage the other devices. I don't know any of what he's talking about here, but we'll keep reading. No, it cannot be true. Surely his journals deceive me. He says he's brought them back. He says he's given his Dunny brethren new life. But how? How can one man have so much power? How can one man's writings reawaken a dead world? I don't know what this means. By all that is sacred, Tamra, what can it mean? It doesn't change a thing. I can still continue as planned. I can still seek revenge for my people. I will make my enemies suffer. By the weaving, Tamara, this changes everything. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, because I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Tusk? How many credits to get you to read a bedtime story? I don't know, but that actually would be fun. I like reading out loud, as you might have noticed. But I'm glad you like it, Kiwi. I have found a way to reprogram his scanning device. It requires scavenging parts from another mechanism in the tusk, but I think the gears I leave can still be operated by hand. It is finished. All is ready for Atris's arrival. Tonight I will sleep among the ghosts. Then tomorrow I will link into Tamana. When I link out, I'll be carrying his book. May the spirit of my people serve to guide me to this. So that must be the end right there. Where he, just before he busted in and stole the Relishon book. I'm wondering if I need to know the numbering system, because I do notice numbers in some of the page corners. Oh, well, I'm keeping the book with me, so I'll have it should it become relevant. Also, see, I know there's a way to do this. I want to read the other book as well. How do I get down there? Alright, there we go. We never read the book that Atris gave us at the beginning. With a banjo on Dunny! Oh my god, that's good. Salvage Bar, welcome in. How are you doing today? Alright, so this is Atris's diary about making Relishon. 93-525. I always feared this day would come. For years, Catherine and I have dreamed of restoring Dunny. We have dedicated our lives to the task, taking it upon ourselves to locate the citizens of Dunny and convince them to return to their ruined city and rebuild. Our dream has become the dream of so many now, and the progress we have made towards achieving it is something of which we all can stand proud. But I know that it has been a mistake. The city of Dunny should not be restored. It should stand forever in ruins as both a symbol of our past mistakes and a memorial to all who lost their lives when Dunny fell. The devastating events of recent months, the war on tyranny, and the death of Uda in particular have driven this truth home to me quite forcefully. If we rebuild the city walls today, are we not giving approval to the very illness that destroyed our civilization in the first place? Are we not setting ourselves up to repeat that pattern again in future generations? I have put much thought into this tonight, and have found only one solution. If we, the men and women who survived the downfall of Dunny, are to thrive, then we must break the pattern of hatred which has destroyed so many lives. We must begin our civilization anew. And we can only do that if I write us a new age. I have spoken with Catherine about this and she agrees. I only hope the others will see it as well. Yeah, the numbers puzzle in Riven was so hard, Bob. Oh my god. $93,526. Will these people never cease to amaze me? I thought they would object to my decision. After all, most of them linked back to Dunny specifically to see the city rebuilt. But when I told them why we should not restore it, their response was immediate and unanimous. Whereas yesterday they thought only of rebuilding, today they concentrate solely on salvage. They intend to take from their ruined city only that which is best and move on. Everywhere I look, the enthusiasm for this new task is obvious. It heartens me, even as I face my own monumental contribution. I have written many ages in my lifetime, from my first timid attempts under the tyrannical tutelage of my father, to my most recent accomplishment, Averone. Never before has so much been writing under my skill. The age I am about to write must be all I ever imagined and more. How am I going to achieve it? So is that the 26th of May, 1993? I'm not sure. I mean, he's not technically on Earth, so I'm not sure that our dates would have any relevance to him. So yeah, that's a good question, and I honestly don't know the answer. Has the Not Book made an appearance yet? What do you mean, the Not Book? Let's see, 9361. Catherine laughed this morning when she saw me drudging out my old notebooks. I must have made quite the picture, sitting near the embers of a fire surrounded by countless commentaries and journals. Some of them seemed more dust than paper, but the hours I spent sifting through them was worth it. Ideas for what this new age might be are tumbling around in my head. There are almost too many to catch hold of. Obviously, I must choose some starting point as my anchor. Writing ages is a science. a precisely structured equation of words. Every equation needs as its foundation an underlying concept around which the age can develop. In the past, I have written my books around whatever idea intrigued me the most at the time. I wanted to discover how the age to which the book linked would manifest the results of that idea. Sometimes civilizations had arisen, sometimes they had not. And whether a society had come to exist on the age or not, it was often in response to whatever concept the book I had written embodied. This time, my search for a concept must be weighed very carefully. I already have the civilization I wish to see develop. I know our history as a people and the paths we have followed to arrive here. Today, I must write a book which will link to an age that will allow us to continue on our way, growing ever stronger as one people. What underlying concept must this new age reflect that will best allow our civilization to thrive? I fear I must think on this some more. Oh, the notebook as in yours for puzzle purposes? I did pull it out. I haven't really used it for anything yet. But yeah, we do have the notebook right here. And we will be using it. Also, for anybody that's curious, let me flip back a couple pages here. Let me show that off. Yes, I do still have my notes on the ribbon numbering system in here, which I'm still very proud of, because holy shit, that puzzle is difficult. Absolutely mind-blowingly difficult. Also, we have one of the terrible puzzles from 11th Hour. One of the fill-in-the-letter puzzles. Which, God, that was a mean one. Also, we've got my notes from Nier, where I was trying to get all the weapons so we'd get the true ending. So yeah, handy-dandy notebook indeed. Oh yeah, we've used the notebook very extensively for the Myst series. So I'm sure we'll be using it more for this one. 9365. It has taken me some time, but I may have found my anchor. It came to me as I was considering what I know about the survivors of Dunny. We've seen so much tragedy in their lives, from the destruction of the city to the suffering and loss of loved ones due to plague and deprivation. Yet even in the midst of these adversities, my kinsman and I have found the strength to keep going. We have tapped into our individual strengths and transformed ourselves into something much stronger. It is a characteristic I have seen in several of my ages whenever I focus my writing on the inherent energy sources in a world. Long ago, grandmother taught me that no life, no possibility for life in an age, exists without the presence of energy. By tapping into its latent energy sources, an age moves out of stasis. It grows, transforms, and develops. Energy is the underlying fuel that powers all activity. To put it more simply, energy powers future motion. Yet, as grandmother also liked to remind me, energy in an age takes on diverse forms. Each one has strengths and weaknesses of its own. How many forms will this age contain? What type will be its dominant theme? Tomorrow I will link back to Myst, and from there revisit several of my ages. Perhaps in my old worlds I will discover new ideas. Obtained child Thaddeus! Still mad about that. Kid Boy Tad! I'm never going to not be mad about that puzzle. That was so bad. Dragon Lady Myth, maybe I should organize all of my pieces of papers full of notes into a notebook. I think that's a nice thing to do. Keep it all in one place. Rin, you're going to be on audio while you get the traditional New Year's Day dinner going. Oh, I hope it's something delicious, Rin. Good luck to you. 9366. I had almost forgotten how painful it is to revisit Myst. In the 10 years since my sons, Cirrus and Akinar, left me trapped on Kavir Island and burned so many of my books, Catherine and I have rarely linked back. I told myself we were always too busy, first with writing ages like Averone, then with searching the ages of Dunny for survivors. I always said we would spend more time on Myst eventually. The truth is, I've been avoiding the age. Seeing the island in its current condition ignites such anger and grief. I'm immediately reminded of the betrayal of my sons, as well as the cruelty and greed with which they plundered my ages. I know I am partly responsible for these acts. I constantly wonder if there was something I could have done to reach out to the boys before... Enough. Nothing can change the tragedies of the past. Like my Dunny kinsman, I must salvage what is best and move on. Perhaps in the process, I will find forgiveness and hope. 931017. Once again, I am back on Myst Island, having completed a lengthy sojourn through several of my ages. The trip itself was not as inspiring as I'd hoped. The Selenitic age was especially disturbing, but has it not always been so? The very first time I linked to the age, its inhabited landscapes was shaking with tremors. At the time, I felt it was because the energy of the age was unfocused, as if it were at war with itself. Stability finally came, but even after it did, I never truly felt comfortable there. I missed the more natural balance of ages like Channelwood. Perhaps that is a lesson to take home with me. The Dunny, too, have faced much turmoil in their history. Their lives have been unsettled enough. Perhaps I should be striving to offset that energy that already exists within our civilization by providing it with a more stabilized environment in which to grow. An environment in which the natural equilibrium of the world serves as a counterpoint to the upheaval of civilization. The more I consider it, the more I wonder if I should make nature the foundation of this new age. Worlds like Channelwood often attain equilibrium quite easily, primarily because of one reason. Nature encourages mutual dependence. As one life withers and dies, it provides nourishment so that another might live. Plants become food for other animals, and the waste products animals cannot absorb become nutrients to sustain the other plants. So long as nothing intrudes to upset this balance, nature can maintain itself indefinitely. An interesting metaphor to set up as an example for my people. I think I will confer with Catherine on this subject. Her ages always exhibit symbiosis more dramatically than mine. Perhaps she should help me write this new age. It's a Gamegumo. It always throws me that the age in this setting is a place, not a time. I'm so used to hearing it at this point that it doesn't even register with me. But yeah, it is an odd choice of words, most definitely. Let's see, 93-10-24. I am so tired I can barely think right now. But I will force myself to stay focused, for I have not written anything in days. The moment I linked back to Dunny, I was besieged with requests for my assistance. Master Timon wanted to consult over which stonecutters were worth salvaging, and did I think the rock in this new age would be difficult to sound? Oma and Isel needed my opinion about a new history they'd uncovered. Should they hold off on starting its translation, or would paper supplies be scarce in the new age? So many questions needing answers, I barely had time to see Catherine. She, of course, laughed at my dilemma, saying that I had no one to blame but myself. After all, I was the one who encouraged the Dunny to start over. Naturally, they would look to me to keep them moving in the right direction, unless some other force stepped in to change that view. Her words made me realize a fundamental principle I had this far been ignoring. All this time I have been debating whether to make energy or nature the underlying framework for this age, but there is another equation to consider. An age based solely on the future motion of energy will face constant upheavals, most likely at the cost of tranquility, and an age based solely on the mutual dependence of nature can become so balanced over time it may cease to tolerate change. Yet to continue to grow as people, Dunny's civilization needs both. Occasional upheavals followed by periods of balanced stability. I have seen such situations occur naturally on several of my ages. Each time it was because I centered the writing around some dynamic force that I had decided to make prevalent in the age. Such forces allow the balance between forward motion and mutual dependence to fluctuate. As one concept takes precedence, the other recedes until another force surfaces to change things. As Catherine's insightful comment reminded me, dynamic forces spur change. I am too tired to think more on this tonight. Hopefully in the morning, my thoughts will coalesce. Shaded Storytime, this is a big book, but I love the lore of these books, I really do. Oh, damn, Kieran, you actually have a lore emote? That's amazing. Oh, that's so cool, I love that. Can't wait for Shane to get to Skyrim and read all the books to us. Don't tempt me. I'll do it. 93-10-25. Catherine surprised me today. Apparently, while I was off visiting my ages, she linked to Myst by herself. She did not say so, but I could tell that her visit had been painful. More than ever now, I am convinced we must find a place to begin again ourselves. Perhaps when I have written this new age for the Dunny, I'll put some thought into where Catherine and I might live. Shane, read us the Lusty Argonian Maid, both parts? Oh, I will. When I play Skyrim, if I read nothing else, I will definitely read the Lusty Argonian Maid. Absolutely, 100%. It's time, yes. I love reading stuff like this. It's fascinating to me. I hope you guys enjoy it too. 93-10-28. I cannot believe I did not see it before. All this time I've been struggling to describe the perfect age for the Dunny. I've considered and then rejected several underlying concepts which I felt might best set the course for their future, as if I alone should determine how Dunny's civilization will grow. In my own way, I have become as egotistical as my father. In truth, I owe this realization to Catherine. Sensing my indecision about the new age, she led me on a walk around Dunny. Salvaging efforts were well underway, with teams of people scouring the ruined harbor district. As I watched my Dunny kinsmen deciding which parts of their culture to retain, I realized they do not need me to determine their future. They are quite capable of setting its course by themselves, regardless of what age I write. This realization has opened my eyes to the best way of approaching my task. I no longer need to worry about which underlying concept, energy, nature, or dynamic forces, I should make prevalent to the age. Rather, I must strive to include them all. I must write a balance of systems into the descriptive book, enough that the Dunny people will constantly be challenged to attain their ultimate potential. As grandmother often pointed out to me when we spoke about ages back on Myst, balanced systems stimulate civilization. At last I feel I am ready to begin writing this age. Indeed, I am eager to begin, and have already come up with a perfect name. I know grandmother would have loved it. Of course, Catherine could tell the moment I turned to her that I had finally found my starting point. I babbled on excitedly for some time before I noticed the smile she was hiding. When I saw enough to grow suspicious, she handed me one of my oldest age books. She must have picked it up when she linked back to Myst. Seeing the name Janine emblazoned on the book cover, I could only shake my head. The one age I never got around to revisiting was the one that might have helped me the most. How foolish was I to have completely forgotten it? I think after I have finished this work, I should take one final trip, if only to help restore an old fool's memories. Alright, that's everything in there. Have you ever done the Eye of Argon reading challenges? No, I've never heard of that, Rooks. What is that? I'm curious. Dame Karen, I do enjoy listening to a lore dump. Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that. I found the perfect name for this age full of enigma and challenge. Me check. Oh, God. All right. So, that was interesting, but we still need to look around this weird room, because this appears to be Savadro's room. And if it is, we might find some clues about what the hell he's up to and how we can stop him. So let's see what else we can find around here. Hopefully some clues. We're a little lost at the moment. It's over here. Ooh. Shiny. Alright, got a magnifying lens right there. Oh, it's the counterweights right there. This might be a lesson, too. Showing that one glass ball is equivalent to, what, 4 of the wooden ones? Could be instructive. We might need to know that later. It is stable, though. It is definitely stable. Eye of Argon is an infamously silly fantasy story that used to be used as a challenge at sci-fi conventions to see how long you could read through it without laughing. Oh, I'm going to have to get a hold of that now. Now you got me curious. Two words, anime cat girls. Oh, God. That's the parody of Myst we deserved right there. Alright, I need to blow my nose real quick, folks. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. You guys hear something? Here's something that sounds like a fly. Also, what the fuck is this? I don't know, but it's gross as hell. Ooh. So that's some sort of electrical generator. Very interesting. A mosquito? Oh god, I hope not. Alright, this looks like an inkwell, maybe, and then a mortar and pestle. Alright, this is another stable system. So 4 glass balls are equivalent to one of the dark wooden balls? Alright, I should make a note of that. That seems like that might come into play later. It did look like a creepy cephalopod. I don't know what's going on, though. Oh, let's see. So, 1 glass equals 4 light wood. And 1 dark wood equals 4 glass. Cool, cool. Giant prawn or something? It's so creepy, though. Oh, God. Alright. So what is this now is the next question. I think that's the only thing we haven't looked at in here. Can we not interact with it? Ah, here, we can go behind it. Is that a switch? That looks like a switch. Alright. Definitely an elevator. Ooh, looks like there's something broken down here. That's interesting. Wait, wasn't there something? Hang on. Wasn't there something like this drawn in one of Savadro's books? Yeah, there we go. Alright, let me snap a picture of that. And we might be able to use this to repair this. Brundleshade! Oh god, please no! Oh yeah, I know Ammonites. Mostly from Pokemon, but I do. Alright, so we'll take a picture of Savadro's doodle right here. And then let's take a look at what we saw down here. Alright, so... So these have 3 states. All the way up, part way down, and all the way down. So I believe this one should be all the way down. This one should be part way down. And this one should be part way down. Oh, this was another one of his drawings. Alright. So the drawings in his book are explaining how I need to do the puzzles. Interesting. Let's snap a picture of that next. Cool, cool. Do you have any other drawings? I see there is a 3rd device in here, too. It does, but it doesn't look like diagrams. Alright. Alright, so let's take a look at that drawing, see if we can figure out what's what here. So this... I think that goes this way. Alright, that's 3 rings right there? No, it doesn't really help, does it? This drawing is super unhelpful. Holy shit, Savadro. Savadro, help me out here, dude. These all look the same. These all look the same. Praise Helix, it has been a while there. Yeah, these all look the same. Is there some other indicator of which one's which here? Does it matter, maybe? Maybe it doesn't matter. It's gotta matter, though, right? You'd think it has to matter. Alright, let's turn that. How the heck do I tell these things apart? Alright, let's, oops. Let me turn off auto-rotate on my phone, too. So I can actually rotate this puzzle. And this one this way. And turn this one this way. And then get back to the start. Alright, that might be all I need to do. Possibly. We'll see. So what do we have over here? Alright, this does look like another one of Savadro's doodles, as a matter of fact. Kinda like that one, but that doesn't really tell me much. But this one too with the gears right there. Alright, this one I don't know if we're gonna get much. Oh, we got some gears right here too. Alright, that is one of his doodles. There's a lot going on down here. Just once let's make a puzzle that doesn't matter. Oh god. Alright, so yeah, this shows the gap in this puzzle pointed directly at one of the spokes of that one. I think I've got that right. Yeah, that's just what it shows in the diagram, so I think we're good there. I have no idea what to do with this one, though. I think maybe just set that there? Not sure. Alright, let's pop out of here and see if anything's changed now. Well, it opens. That's a start. I'm going to save my game here. Sav's elevator. Hop in here. See where it goes. Alright, it definitely runs, but it did run before. Does it send us where we need to go is the question, I suppose. Remember there was an old dungeon magazine for D&D that was dungeon filled with puzzles and riddles, but they were all traps, no loot? That's so mean! Why would they do that? Savadro. No, 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 no! Damn it! Oh no, damn it! As he nopes out and seals everything up behind him. Well, just a little bit too late, unfortunately. But this is where he was! We almost had him! So now we just need to look around for clues, perhaps. Cirrus and Achenar. The walls run red with steam and strangling branches. I see their bloated faces laughing at everything. I remember how they lied. I remember what they did. They brought me here to die. I followed them. The lattice roots were black from too much overgrowth. Huffer spores floated up in the hot steam and burst. No one was there to guide the spores to the branches. No one was waiting to perform the ritual weaves. The fighting had torn my people apart. They didn't care. They didn't care. They wanted Narayan to die. I have done it. I've used his swirling linking book to follow it. Oh, alright, so that's just a new page we got in there. So you filled in some of the missing pages in the book, it looks like. Let's see if there's anything else new in here. Nope, just the one page, it looks like. Interesting, alright. So the diary is missing some pages, so we'll have to find those if we want to figure out what the hell he's up to. Alright. What have we here?
My sons, I promise to teach you the secrets of my ages. This world is the first step on your journey. Search the island, and you'll find 3 linking books. Each connects to an age in which you must fulfill.
Hello, Atris.
Oh god!
Been a long time. Sorry I'm not there to greet you in person, but I just didn't think it would be wise, considering how long I've been stuck here. Trapped in these lesson ages by 2 very greedy little boys. Your sons, Atris, Cirrus, and Achenar. Of course, they're not so little anymore, not so innocent. I thought a lot about innocence these last few years and what happens when it gets lost. Worried about relation? I have it. Worried about friends, relatives, people you can't get back. I know just how you feel. But if you want to do something about it, you're gonna have to open this device. And there's just one problem. I've changed the 3 symbols that do that.
Damn it!
So if you want to reclaim relation, you're gonna have to take your own class. Find the 3 symbols, Atris. And don't keep me waiting forever.
Shit. So this is the age that Atris made to teach his sons about how the linking books worked. But now Savadro here has changed the combination, so the only way to get to him is to take his own classes. That is Grima Wormtongue, yes. He was in one of the best episodes of Babylon 5 ever. This is true. Was he in Star Trek? Probably. I don't remember him specifically being in Star Trek, but he's been in kind of everything. Grushin, Happy New Year to you as well. How are you doing today, Grushin? Hope he's doing well. He's been in a lot. He really has been. Brad Dourif is the name, if you're curious. Amazing guy. Ugh, crap. Oh, hello. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that. I had a little coughing fit come on. He was on Voyager as the killer Tuvok helped. I remember that episode. This guy must have a world record for playing serial killers and things. Oh, hang on. I see what we're doing. Alright, so check this out. So I can drag the view around, and when I do, it moves the little orbs on the outside. So what I'm betting I have to do is I have to get this camera pointed directly at the tusk. Or the door of the tusk. And then maybe it'll show me what the combination of orbs is. Of course, this is the one tusk that I couldn't get into, so this one matters the least. What do these things do? Oh, I can zoom. Alright, well this is the one I couldn't get into, so we'll do that one last. I'm not in any hurry for that one, so let's try the other ones first. Wormtongue was a nickname, sure, but it was there. Orbs! Let's see. Well, I've been cast as them, and I like to work, so I take those roles. You know, you try to be diverse and try to have fun and round things out. Kiss, that reminds me of one of the saddest things I've ever heard, which was an interview with Dolph Lundgren, where they're like, hey, Dolph Lundgren, like every movie you're ever in, you are this giant, jacked up, unkillable, badass evil dude. Why do you always play giant, jacked up, badass, unkillable evil dudes? And he's like, I don't know, that's what they keep casting me as. You know what my dream role is? I want to play somebody's dad. I want to play somebody's nice dad. Somebody's nice dad that makes them breakfast every morning and goes to their football games and says, I'm proud of you, son. And then everyone will watch me in that movie and go, wow, he's really good at playing a nice dad. And then I'll feel great. And every time I saw that interview, it just broke my heart into 1,000 pieces. I'm like, oh, I hope you get a nice role, Dolph Lundgren. Because that is devastating. All right. Hang on. Oh, that's the focus. That's the focus knob. Interesting. And that's zoom. I can't actually get over to the tusk, though. Is there anything else I can... The tusk is right over there. Is there something else I should be seeing here? Like, this symbol looks like the symbol from the window. I don't know if I can get over there, though. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, maybe. Oh, that looks super close. Oh, it's pretty close. I have no idea how close this needs to be. That is pretty close, though. All right. Let's snap a picture of that now. And then hopefully that's the combo I need to get into that age. He did play He-Man. It's true. It's true. I don't know how many people actually saw that movie, but I did. I did. All right. Now let's see if we can figure out what to do with this one. Let's zoom all the way out first. It is all the way out. All right. Aha! I bet that's where we're going. It's over to the window again. Thumbtack, thank you for the gift sub to Grunt Guru right there. Thumbtack, that is your third gift in here. Thank you for each and every one of those. I appreciate the generosity. Very cool of you. Groshin, I love that. That's amazing. I don't think that was him playing Flash Gordon. I think that was somebody else. I could be wrong, though. Feel free to correct me on that one. Alright. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good. That is pretty good right there. Sam J. Jones. I was thinking it was somebody I wouldn't recognize the name of. Alright. I believe I now have the keys to enter 2 of the ages here. Dawn Wonder, you love the He-Man movie? Frank Langella owns... Oh yeah. Frank Langella is the best thing about that movie by miles. And if you're going to watch that movie, I think he's probably the number one reason to see it, is Frank Langella just, for no clear reason, going 210%. And I love that one. Yeah, if you're playing Punisher, or if you're playing Skeletor, you need to be nuts about it. Because Skeletor is such an over-the-top character. The intro to song to Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's just a jump to the left, and then a step to the right, height. Oh, we played Flash's dad in the TV show? Oh, that's pretty awesome. I remember seeing a little bit of that one. All right. So I think that's everything to see up here. But that's good. We got exactly what we needed to get up here. What does this do? Oh, it's just the summon elevator button. But hang on. Aha! I can undo the lock on the door that he locked behind us. Awesome. Screw you, Savadro. Not the Time Warp song? Oh, it's a science fiction double feature? Is that the one? For some reason I was thinking Time Warp is at the beginning. It's not. Science fiction double features at the beginning. It's been a little while, you can tell. Sorry, my bad. Alright. Actually, no, we don't need the elevator now, do we? No, we don't need the elevator right now because we can just step through there. Now that we've unlocked the door. Let's just step through there. Alright. And now, let's go see if we can get into an age. Let's do this thing. Alright, so this one over here is the age with the orb. We've already got into the access to the elevator, so that's good. Let's see if we can input the combo to get the elevator to let us in now. Let's see. The director in the audio commentary of Masters of the Universe said the reason Orko wasn't in the movie because it was a canon movie And as a canon movie, there was no money for Orko. Yeah, they had lots of budgetary issues. That's why the whole fight with He-Man and Skeletor at the end takes place in the middle of nowhere, because they couldn't really afford a set. But it's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Yay, 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 yay. I love that song so much. That movie is just a joy. Oh yeah, they've done that with a bunch of things. Also in Flash, they had the Silver Age Flash, played by the guy that did the was in the 90s Flash TV show, which was awesome. I liked that. All right, let's see if we can set this correctly now. They needed every cent to keep Frank Langella from chewing the set. Probably true. Probably true. Alright, so let's set that right there. Then the second one is over here. Then the third one goes down here. And the last one goes over here. Yes! All right. We got it. And I am going to make a new save here. And the save will be Amateria, because that is apparently the name of the sage. All right. He did have so much fun as Skeletor. It's so good. Complete with Mark Hamill as the old trickster. That was a nice appearance. I like that there, too. Oh, they talk about doing a new He-Man movie every once in a while. I don't think it's actually moving right now, but I could be wrong. Mark Hamill as DC's Oops, we forgot we already had the Joker character. Has anyone seen that cartoon Mark Hamill did? I think it was actually for YouTube specifically. But it's Mark Hamill getting kidnapped by the Joker and the Trickster, both of whom are voiced by Mark Hamill. If you haven't, look it up on YouTube. It's hysterical. Oh, that's cool. I want one of those for my books. Alright, new age. So we know now there's 3 ages. We need to beat all 3 ages in order to figure out how to get to Savadro. And this is the first. I love that noise so much. Yeah, it's a big world. It's true. Big world, lots of places for them. Alright, so this looks like some sort of cart track? This looks like some sort of cart track, so that's interesting. I don't see a cart here yet. Yes! Warden, you know the one I'm talking about. I still need to watch Book of Boba Fett. I haven't finished that one. I'm so far behind. Oh, hello. Jananin? Wait, I can get back to Jananin from here? Let's do that. Oh no, this is where I was. Shit. Alright. Alright, so that's the escape book right there. Alright. Alright, so it's not easy to it's not hard to get back out of here, so that's good. Because that's how it was in Myst 1, is once you got to an age, you know you were done with the age when you found the book to get out. Then here it's just they let you out immediately. So the trick is going to be something else. We need something else. He mentioned that he's changed the symbols, so I assume that's what we're looking for. We have to find a set of symbols if we want to get out. That should be interesting. Oh man, yes, I am super hyped for Loki Season 2. Yeah, it does look like a temple, which is really cool. I like that. Also, what is this? Check this out. Ooh. Alright, so that's some sort of combination lock, or combination puzzle, I should say. Interesting. I can't go any further, though, because there's a big gap in the floor right there. So if I can find some way to ride the rails, that'll probably get me around more, but for right now, no, that's it. Alright, so Jananan is the age where I started. That's our hub world here. I have to remember that. Alright. It's a pretty looking age so far. Got some sort of lamp there, and it looks like we're heading downstairs? Maybe? We're heading downstairs. Some new musical cues, I'm liking that. Alright. Cute lamps. Glowing crystals or fungus? I'm not sure. Alright, got 2 ways to go here. Check out this pretty little dock first. Wow! That skybox is really pretty too. I like that. What are rails for? Right. Unfortunately, our character, the stranger, doesn't know how to rail grind. Otherwise, that would be rad as hell. Alright, what have we here? Some weird little pools. And a weird sort of device. Ooh. All right. Interesting. So this is just a 3-position switch is all it is. I can put that giant gear to the right, the center, or the left. So what are we doing here is the question. Oh jeez! Well, I've successfully broken stuff. There is that. Okay. Okay, that was bad. That was real bad. So put this over here. Oops. I'm putting this over here. Because these are those spheres we saw before, I believe. Big pinball! No, that's still broken! Alright, well, let's put it in the other position then. Surely they wouldn't give me a puzzle with just 3 possible solutions. That doesn't seem very Myst. I don't know, let's see what happens here. I'm just breaking stuff here. I have a suspicion the solution to this puzzle is not here, it's elsewhere. I have a suspicion, but at least we know this is here now. Yeah, baby! Alright. Alright. So let's keep looking around, see what else we can spot out here. What is this? Hello. Oh, hey, here's where all the here's where the broken stuff's going. Oh, I can build one. I can build one, but I don't have infinite components. All right. Well, looks like it's time to refer to the handy-dandy notebook. Because I think I'm gonna have to build a quick equivalency table. Because we've got 3 types of balls here. The glass ones, the light-colored wood, and the metal ones. Which I thought were dark-colored wood. We've got glass, we've got metal, wood, and we've got metal. And we need to find some way to balance them. And we know the other ball out there is a wooden ball, I believe. So I need to build a ball that will balance with that. So let me do some equivalencies here. So write that down. Metal. I'm glad I wrote those notes earlier because that definitely came in handy. So 1G equals 4W. Alright, so let's see, 4G equals 1M. Alright. Danny Notebook, what is this? Blue's Clues? It might be. Math in a video game. Yeah, we are doing math here. Emperor, we're balancing the balls, because then we gotta be juggling the balls. And then, most importantly, I gotta stop breaking my balls. Because I'm really good at that, apparently. How are you doing, Emperor? Happy New Year to you. How are you doing today? How has your weekend been? Tell me everything. Alright. So, what we have to balance is a metal ball. So, we have wood here, I believe. I think that's wood. Right? That's wood, yeah. Alright, so far, the weight of that is half of a glass. Or, sorry. May I say something I remembered might be considered a hint? Not yet, Zigcat, not yet. I'm just getting started on this. Rex says this is Bug Snacks. This is Bug Snacks. You didn't recognize it? I'm surprised. How are you doing today, Rex says? Hope you're doing well. Alright, so currently this weighs as much as 2 glass balls. Sorry, we're balancing this against a wooden ball, so... Alright, we do get some options where to place that as well. Thumbtack, thank you for the gift sub to First Glass! Gift sub number 4 in the channel. Thank you so much for that, Thumbtack. I appreciate the heck out of that. Support means a ton. More like ball snacks. Oh, God. Oh, God. So I think because we can put the fulcrum for the balance wherever we want, what we need to do is we need to find some way to, we can't just make another wooden ball. We can't. I don't think we have an option to do that. So we need to find something that I think is proportionate to it. So let's see. We've got something that's half wood. what if we were to put 2 glass, 2 metal in there? So, oh god, they are gonna make me do math. Holy shit. Oh god! Oh, I don't want to do math, but we have to do math here. Alright, so we've got 1/2 wood. Yeah, there is math. I was told there would be no maths. Whoever told you that lied to you. We've got 1/2 wood. We've got 1/4 glass. And 1/4 metal. And we're trying to balance this against a wooden ball. So, alright, so let me... So what is the equivalency between metal and wood? I haven't written that down yet. Let me do that. So 1 glass is 4 wood. So 1 metal is 16 wood? Am I doing that right? Yeah, 1 metal is 16 wood. Alright. So metal is super crazy heavy. Insanely heavy, as a matter of fact. Alright. So wood is the lightest here, then glass, then metal. 1 metal is 16 wood? That's a trait in Settlers Circuit 10 nobody would make. It's true. It's true. If we were making that, it would be a little horrifying. Somebody say snacking chocolate salty balls? No, but we are bashing balls. That's happening. We're safe as long as there's no frog fractions. What even is a frog fraction? What does a frog fraction look like? Nano, welcome in. Happy New Year. How are you doing today? Alright, so I have to translate all of these numbers to wood. We've got 1/2 wood plus 1/4 glass, which is 1 wood. Oh, in that case, it's already too heavy. I wonder if I can try this now. I wonder what happens if I give this a shot. What happens? Because I think the other thing I need to confirm is that a wooden ball up there or is that metal? Actually, it doesn't look like either. Kind of looks like wood, but it's hard to tell. Fractions? I love it. What even is a frog or a fractions? Cool 188. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so... put the gear all the way over here. Well! Alright, that went places. Can I do it again, or do I have to rebuild my ball, is the question. Let's find out. That was different, at least. Things have changed. That's a result. Wow! Okay. I think I'm going to leave it over here. And then let's build a lighter ball. Do I have to rebuild my balls? Listen, Emperor, my ball broke in spectacular fashion. Bits of my balls are scattered all over the landscape. I don't know what to do now. I'm at a loss, is what I'm saying. I'm at a loss. Alright, well, as you all saw, my balls are way too heavy. Just absolutely devastatingly heavy. We need to change that. Emperor, thank you for a 61-month resub at tier 3 with the sub message, balls. Thank you so much for that, Emperor. Thank you so much for your continued generosity. I appreciate the heck out of that, and I hope you had an awesome holiday. Glad to have you with us as always. Jar Jams, you're heading to bed. Have a good rest, Jar Jams. Thanks for hanging around with us. Alright, so replace the metal in this with wood and see how that goes. Maybe now that it is less heavy, that's good. Balls! Yeah, Balby! Alright. Best face on Twitch, thank you, EP, I appreciate it. Nope! Nope, that did not work. Interesting, and if I set it to the middle here, that's not going to help, is it? No, that's worse. That is in fact worse. Alright, if I set it all the way over here, I think this is going to be pretty bad too, but let's see. Alright, I have a suspicion I might be looking at this wrong. It's possible I'm considering the wrong factors, which would be hilarious, but we're gonna need to check this out. I need to test this theory out. Emmy, welcome in! How are you doing today, Emmy? Hope you're doing well. We're breaking balls. Not intentionally. We're trying to handle the balls carefully, but it's not working so well. Because this is a puzzle, and I have not yet entirely figured out what they want from me. I hope you're having a happy New Year, Emmy. Glad to have you with us. Alright. So, what if the problem is my ball is too delicate? What if we need to make meaty, hardy balls that can survive that big collision at the end? How about that? What happens if we make the roughest, toughest, take no shit balls we possibly can? The ball balance must be restored. The ball's inert. Oh god. I understood that reference. Alright. Let's try this now. Let's see what happens now, because there is no glass. And before, every time we send a ball down there, we'd see shattering glass. So what happens if there isn't any glass to be broken? That still looks like a glass ball, which is weird. Oh, wait a second. That's... Oh! Oh, this is the counterweight. Oh, that's not even the ball that's being delivered. This is the counterweight we're doing. Okay. So the ball that's dropped is glass. This just controls the counterweight to this. Alright. I see what we're doing now. Alright. So yeah, I did have this puzzle incorrect. So let's look at this again. Alright, so it's a little too heavy now. I think we're on the right track, but we need to make sure that this end, where the counterweight is, isn't quite so heavy. Otherwise, it's going to smash into the track. Alright. So let's go back in there and lighten up the balls. We'll take this one with a soft touch. Let's say that. Yeah, I gotta bust him again. Gotta bust him. Alright, so we'll put in wood and glass. And that's as light as I can possibly make this. So let's see how that goes now. Code 226 definitely coming into play here. Alright, let's see how the two weights compare now. So that's not actually working. So we must need to change the fulcrum then. I don't think we can make it any lighter in that sense. Whoop. Alright, so for that instance, it was actually a little too light. Right? Need it to be heavier for that? I'm going to double check this. We might be brute forcing this puzzle, because if I brute force it, then I don't have to do math. No, it's too heavy in that case, right? I think it's too heavy. No. It's too heavy that way, yeah. But it's as light as we can make it, so that's not a good thing. Try this then. Nope. And it's not heavy enough for that application. Alright. Let's try making it heavier then. Try making it a bit heavier. We'll see what happens. Oh, this one is tough. This is a real tough puzzle here. Alright, so I'm going to try making it just a little bit heavier. So what we're going to do... swap out one glass for one metal. Yeah, I think that's something. Let's see how that weight goes. Oh, why are they hitting me with math puzzles? I didn't ask for this. Oh, God. All right. Try this again. You know, I mentioned to my buddy I was going to play this game, and he's like, I don't think it would have taken me long to beat this game if it wasn't for the mandatory animations. I see what he meant now. Whoa, Jesus! So that is way too heavy now. Alright. So what happens if we put it to the middle? So now it's too heavy. And now it's still too heavy. What the hell? Seriously? When too much math is never enough. Oh, God. Still too heavy. Alright, hang on. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. Because here's a question I did not ask. Actually, no, we did test that. Because I think when I first walked in there, it was only half. There was no pieces in it whatsoever. And that means this doesn't need to be fully spherical. We can leave it. We can leave it partially deconstructed. Now that's interesting. And also increases the number of combinations to the point where brute forcing this isn't really going to be practical. Ugh, Jesus. We're just assuming the game isn't cheating its balls off. That's true. We don't fully know the weight of the ball over here yet. It looks like it's wood, but maybe a little bit different because these bands are a little weird. So we're not sure there. Use the force, the brute force. Shit. Alright, so it's still too heavy there. So let's put it to the center. And now it's not nearly heavy enough. Damn it! Alright, I need to do some more math. We've got to math this out. Oh god, I don't remember my math around fulcrums either. Alright, so on one side we have, let's assume it's a wooden ball. Let's assume that is a wooden ball. So how do we make something that's roughly equivalent to that? Or multiplicatively equivalent to that. Because we can move the fulcrum around as well. That's our two variables. We can change the weight of one side, and we can change where the fulcrum is as well. And we need to create an equivalency some way from that. Brooks Hunter, oh my god. I watch games. How are you doing today? Hope you were having a great New Year's. Hope you're having a great weekend. Glad to have you with us. Alright, so we've got one wood on one side. And we have half of a wood already on that side. We can't get rid of that. You know, let's test that out actually. I'm kind of curious. Let's see if we can set a control. Because if that is a wooden ball up there, then we have the ability, unless I'm completely mistaken here, which I honestly might be, we have the ability to make this side weigh exactly half what the other ball does. So let's do that. There we go. So now that is just a wooden ball. Or half of a wooden ball, I should say, versus one full-size wooden ball. So Let's see, Zigcat, I think I got it, though the tipping point fulcrum thingy confuses me. I'm struggling here as well, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so if we put it in the center, it should obviously be too light. Let's have that be our control test. Put it in the center, and this side should obviously be too light. And it is. It's too light. When you have returned and brazing has commenced, congratulations. I hope it goes well for you. It turns out, Rin, while you were gone, you didn't need to bust my balls. The game's doing it for me. I'm busting my own balls. Self-service, if you will. Alright, so that's the wrong way. That's still way too late. So what happens if I move this all the way to the other end? Is the next question. That's how physics works. I think so. It's been a very long time since I took a physics class. Rin, thank you for adding the quote. Alright. So no matter what I do right now, it's still too light. There's no way around that. It's just too late right now. So can we make this wooden ball weigh as much as 2 wooden balls? Let's see, what would be the equivalent of that? 2 wood would be... Jeez, I can't believe I'm having to do math here on stream. Braised venison and tomato. Ooh, how was your ciabatta sandwich? I hope those were good. Let's see if I can do this math here. So 2 wood would be... two wood would be 1/2 glass. And 2 wood would be... like infinitesimally small amount of metal. I'm not sure if we're going to be using metal, because metal is just so much heavier here. So let's see. Heavy metal? Rock on, dude. Was good, which is a problem because somebody in the house wants it more. Oh no, that is a problem. Alright, well, let's do another test then. Oh, no, we were already down, dang it. Alright. Did Shane factor in the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? What type of swallow? That's the question there. Alright, so... what if... this almost seems too simple to possibly be true. What if we just add on 1/4 glass? No, wait, hang on. No, I had that wrong. Wait. So, 1/4 glass is equal to 1 wood. Alright. So now we've got 1.5 wood. So I don't think there's any way for us to make this into 2 wood equivalent. So let's skip past that and see if we can make this 4 wood equivalent. God, metal is so insanely heavy, though. One metal is equal to 16 wood. So... God, this is such a weird problem. What am I supposed to do with half of a wood? So friggin' weird. Why would they give me half of the lightest one? What am I even doing with that? So... Zigcat, I'm actually a little bit curious what you remembered now. If you still got that you want to share. I'm curious what you remembered there. I watch games! It's just, this puzzle is all double entendres. I've got nothing else but double entendres this whole time. Okay. Okay. 1 glass should be 4 wood? Yep, I've already got that in my notes. So we got that. 1 glass is 4 wood, and 1 metal is 4 glass, is what I got here. So we do have that written down. We figured that out in Savadro's laboratory because they had the counterweights right there. If you add 1 glass, it should be a full wooden ball? Am I mathing incorrectly? 1 glass is 4 wood. So 1/4 glass. No, because 1/4 glass is 1 wood. If 1 glass is 4 wood, then, except that's not a 1/4 glass, that's an 1/8 glass. Shit. That's where my math was wrong. That's not a 1/4, that's an 1/8. That's an 1/8. Can somebody do the quote in chat about me not noticing things? I'd appreciate that, thank you. Fuck. Thank you, Emperor. Much appreciated. Rin, thank you also. Oh, God. It was an 1/8. It wasn't a 1/4, it was an 1/8. Let's do this. It wasn't that I was doing math wrong as I was looking at the wedge of, the piece of the puzzle and just incorrectly calling it what it was. But they're not equivalent. But they aren't equivalent there because they should work. Alright. So the good news is that does change things, but the bad news is that didn't solve the puzzle yet. And now we mess around with a fulcrum and see what happens there. Alright. Oh, was there something about this one in the book as a scribble? Alright, I'll check that out. Nope. That's an interesting one worded. Is it a fulcrum or is it only a half chrome? What if it's a 1/8 chrome? I don't know anything anymore. My senses have left me entirely. Alright, let's check Savadro's notes. Alright, so right here is where he's got the notes for this one. see a full sphere there. We see a 1/8 piece there, and then an 1/8 piece crossed out. It's interesting. What does that mean? The notes were clues in the other age, but I don't know if that's going to help me any here. That's what I remembered. I don't know if it means... Well, fair enough. I appreciate that. Alright, so. Alright. So now that I understand that I don't know what balls are, I need to adjust my math. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out the equivalent weights of 1/8 fragments. And then once I do that, I should be able to start doing a little bit better here, I think. So, 1/8 glass is equal to 1/2 wood, sure. And then 1/8 metal should be equivalent to 2 wood? Yeah, 1/8 metal is equivalent to 2 wood. So... Alright, so right now, with half wood and 1/8 glass, we have the equivalent of 1 wood. So... what happens if we also add a metal in here? This should be equivalent to 3 wood. Not exactly what I was looking for there. What is it, the bottom of the bowl? A bunch of broken pieces is all. Nothing I can actually interact with. Like, it looks like there's something at the bottom here, but I can't actually get a good look at it. Tor Johnson, oh god, Ed Wood. Alright, so that's not quite what I'm looking for there. So... let's see. No worries, no worries. All right, so let me do the math here in my head real quick. So we've got half a wood here. This counts as half a wood right there. I'm trying to figure out basically what multiples can we make. Can we make 2 wood? Can we make 4 wood with this? That, I think, would be instructive. So can I make 2 wood out of this? So right now this is 1. That's 1.5. And then I don't have another way to make another half of a wood, because we've only got 1/4 of a wood that we can put on there. So that's not really going to work. So, how much wood would a wood chain wood if a wood chain could chain wood? That's the question we've all been wondering. I'll tell you that much. So these are 1/8 pieces, but I can't make another half of wood, unfortunately. So I've got 1/8 pieces of wood, 1/8 pieces of glass, 1/8 pieces of metal. 1/8 of wood weighs as much as 1/8 of wood, of course. 1/8 of glass weighs as much as 1/2 of a wooden sphere. And 1/8 of metal weighs as much as 2 wooden spheres. So, let's see, I've got half right now. I have 1. I have 3. I can make 3. Kind of curious how that's going to be when balanced there. Nano, I might take your hint in a second, but let me play around with this just a little bit more. You folks paid $250 to watch me suffer. I want to make sure you folks get your money's worth. Let me wait until my brain is no longer capable of braining, and then we'll go from there. Alright. So, let me have Kronk pull the lever and see what happens now. And we are currently... Whoa! Way too heavy for that. That makes sense. Way too heavy there. Alright, that makes sense because it is heavier. It is literally 3 to 1, so that makes sense. So let's put it in the center, and it should still be too heavy here. Because this should be even, so that it should still register as too heavy at this point. Correct, it's still too heavy. So, if we move it all the way over to the right, let's see what happens here. Toastman, welcome in and Happy New Year. How are you doing today, Toastman? Hope everything is going good with you. Alright. See what happens here. Is 3 to 1 too heavy? Too light? What does it read as? Too heavy. For that purpose, at least. Alright. So it is too heavy for that. Alright. We need to lighten the balls. Balls too heavy. Balls must be lighter. How balls lighter? But if you move the gear to the right, it gives more power to the Franken ball and less to the full wooden ball. Yes. That is correct. I mean, I know that part. That part I'm already aware of. It's just, I know the... Yeah, I know all the conditions of the puzzle. It's like, what do I do with these now? What do I do with these conditions they're giving me here? Because the weird thing is we tried making them equivalent and it didn't work. It didn't work. I feel bad. Don't worry. Don't worry. If I wanted to ask for help, I truly would. But I want to, let's get down to brass tacks here. This is a problem of ego. Because part of my brain is saying, no, you can do this. You can still do this. You have no idea what you're doing, but you can do this. And once you do this, everyone's going to be like, wow, she did the thing. This is what is going on in my brain right now. And that's why I can't ask for hints. I gotta see if I can brain this. Don't tell me that I watch games. That's probably not true. Alright. So what we have here is the equivalent of 3. We've got 1/2 wood. We've got 1/8 glass, which is another half wood, so that's 1. And then we've got 1 piece of metal, which is the equivalent of 2. The gifter quotes today this one puzzle. Rin, thank you for adding the quote. That one's going to get some use. Oh, I am certain that one's going to get a workout. Alright, so we've got 3 here. Alright, so what else can we do with this? There we go. Bot having some struggles there. If you can make garlic clove cigarettes all the rage in Europe among vampires, you can do anything, right? That's true. That was a bit of an accomplishment. That is selling ice to those in the frozen north tier salesmanship right there. Alright, so I feel like we have to have one piece of glass on there, at least. Because that's the only way to make this equivalent to 1. I feel like we have to do that. Because we've tried having it be half. We've tried having it be 1. And we've tried having it be 3. But I want another even number. I feel like we do need another even number. Yeah, that Gungrave is pretty charming. I still haven't ever played Gungrave 2 on stream because it looked iffy, but I should do that at some point, shouldn't I? Excuse me. Alright. So I've got 1 here. And I don't think I can make it 2. Because this is equivalent to another half. So this is 1.5 right there, basically. And then these would make it 1 3/4. That's not quite what I'm looking for here. Gungrave Overdose gets absolutely ball-crushingly difficult in the last third. I was afraid of that. That was absolutely what I was terrified of. Alright, I can't remove anything from this, can I? No, though. The 1/2 at the bottom there is inviolate. I can't change that in. Alright, is there anything else to see in this room? Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am, though. No, it looks like this is what it is. Alright, Nano, you said you had a hint? If you got that, now's the time for it. What do you got, Nano? I want to look at the notebook again. I have no idea why he put this right there. Why is that crossed out, but that isn't? That I'm not sure about. Are we sure the orange ball is viewable by assumption? What do you mean there, Nano? I can go look at the orange ball again if you'd like. But we can look at the orange ball. The Franken ball, if you prefer. We gotta lift up first. They just gave up and used cheats to finish it, even with invincibility. Oh my god. Were they on any particular difficulty, do you know? Alright, so yeah, we can look at the Franken ball right here. And like I said, it looks like it's light wood and something else. That could be metal bands on there. But if it is metal, I don't know what to make of the weight then is the problem. I don't know what this thing weighs. I suppose we could do some experiments to find out what it weighs. I'm not sure if that would help us that much, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to find equivalency. Is it all observable? Oh, God. Is that the hint? What does that mean? It is all observable. All of it is observable. Is this vengeance? Is vengeance happening right now? Alright, screw it. Let's do this. Let's figure out what this ball weighs. How heavy is ball? Just normal metal bands or death metal bands? I don't even know. Could be melodic metal bands for all I know. Alright, so that should, as far as I know, be equivalent. But it's too light. Whatever I have in there right now is lighter than the Frankenball. So let's see if we can maybe incrementally get it heavier? That could be a thing. We'll experiment. We'll do science to the balls. Alright, so we have one wooden ball on here right now, and that's too light. The Frankenball is heavier than it right now. So, what if it is 1 1/2? What then, you may ask? I also ask this. And I said, let's find out. Experiment number 2, Frankenball versus 1 1/2 ball. Is this vengeance? Is this the night? Is this Batman? One 1/2 is too heavy. That's interesting. So 1 is too light, 1 1/2 is too heavy. We can work with that. We can work with that then. Let's be more incremental then. What about 1 1/8? What now? What now, physics? Think you're so smart with your fulcrums? And your percentages? Fractions? We'll see who's the boss now. We'll see who is the boss now. Still too light. James being super impressed with his presentation. He's great. He's a wee bit tilted. A wee bit. A wee bit. Bud Cave, welcome in. How are you doing today? Bud, I decided to give my mods the day off, so I'm breaking my own balls today. How are you doing, Bud? Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you. Alright. So Frankenball is heavier than 1 1/8 ball. What about 1 1/4 ball? What say you to this? Is Frankenball heavier than 1 1/4 ball? Self-service, I still love that. Happy New Year to you as well, Bud. Hope you had a good New Year's Eve. Enjoyed yourself. Too heavy. Son of a bitch. Well, that's bad. That's real bad. Okay, I have information now. What do I do with this information? The Frankenball is heavier than 1 1/8 ball, but lighter than 1 1/4 quarter ball. If you're looking at a walkthrough, I would recommend checking out UHS, because UHS is where I usually go for games like this. UHS is the Universal Hint System, and what it does is it offers tiered hints instead of just outright giving you the solution to the puzzle. And that's kind of what I need right now. I feel like I need a nudge in the right direction. Excuse me. So, yes, Rin, if you would like to give me a gentle nudge. I feel like I'm making progress here, but I don't know what to do with the information I have. Oh, that was metal. Oh, I put the wrong piece on there. Shit. That was a metal piece, not a wooden piece. Alright, I messed that up. Hang on, we're going back to science. I scienced incorrectly. My balls were too heavy. Sorry. Whoops. Alright. We're back to science. 1 1/4 ball versus Frankenball. For real this time, not with the weird extra heavyweight end. Too light. We have not yet determined Frankenball's weight yet then. Okay. Back to it. So what's the next thing I can make in here? The next thing I could make, potentially, is I can make a 1 1/2 ball. Let's see how that compares. Let's try that. And let's see where it registers. Oh, I said it once, but I was afraid to say it again. I totally didn't notice. So you can tell I've gotten to the point in the puzzle where my brain's getting flustered and I'm trying to rush through it. Alright, 1 1/2 ball versus Frankenball. Too heavy. Alright. So the 1 1/2 ball is too heavy. But I can't make it any lighter than that. Oh, that's a problem. So that would mean Frankenball weighs what, like 1 and... Alright, so this is 1. And we did 1 1/4. Yeah, there's not much else I can do there, unfortunately. Alright, Rin, I mean, I could tab out and check UHS, but if you want to give me a nudge from UHS from what I had there. Yeah, if only I had 3 wood, but unfortunately, no. I've got 2 glass, 2 wood, and 2 metal. And we've also got this wooden half that we can't move. That can't be changed. Also, I'm assuming that this is wood, because it looks like it's got wood grain on the top, but honestly, that might not be. I'm assuming it is, though. So you need to solve the puzzle properly is a hint. I think it's more of a demand, technically. Groshin, I'm surprised it took us so long to get to that, but I'm pleased we did get there. We had to get there eventually. You're not able to connect to UHS? Alright, I'm going to check UHS then, because I'm honestly curious what they have for this puzzle. So give me just a second here. And I'm going to see what they have for us. Oh, you got it? Alright. Well, now we're racing, I think. Let's see. UHS, give me your wit and wisdom. Tell me your secrets. What do you got? Alright, so we are on Amateria right now. How do I solve the puzzle with a large metal channel? So we know about the fulcrum. We know this. So what else? When you start the puzzle, a crystal ball will drop from the sky. Watch what happens after that. Yeah, we know about that part. Crystal ball also knocks the ball that's resting in the upper part of the tracks. Wait, what's that? Oh, I think. Oh, they're just talking about the Franken ball, right? The channel is basically a balance. Your goal is to make sure that the channel stays flat when the crystal ball rolls across. Right. We need to come up with an equivalent. It is possible to solve this puzzle by something close to trial and error, but there's also a more mathematical way to solve this. So the two parts of the puzzle are the control panel, which moves the fulcrum, and we can adjust the weight. There are three kinds of weights: 2 crystal pieces, 2 light wood pieces, and 2 dark stone pieces. Alright, so we know how much each piece weighs, but how do we figure out what the ball on the right weighs? Get a close look at it. Oh, it says there's multiple angles. Yeah, I just got to that part. We can look at the ball from multiple angles. Shit. All right. Let's get out there and see if we can get a better look at the Franken ball. Hi, Ren. How's it going? How's things? How's the weather? You seen that sports? You been watching the sports? How's sports? You see that one team with all those points? Man, those guys have lots of points, do they not? Actually crazy how many points they've got. I can't believe it. I honestly cannot. The house smells amazing. I'm jealous. That's awesome. What the hell is this? Oh! An elevator. Hello. Aha! Aha! Ah! So Frankenball is 1/8 glass. Are you referencing IT Crowd? Yes. Yes, I am. Did you see that ludicrous display last night? Did you? All right. We know your secret now, Frankenball. Frankenball is... We'll see if we can find another angle, but it's at least 1/8 glass. It's at least... Well, I want to make sure that's not... There isn't anything more, but we know it's at least 1/8 glass. That is new information. And new information is awesome. That's very sneaky. That is incredibly sneaky. Holy crap. So basically what we were supposed to do there, I assume, is by the fact there was the metal bands on there, we were supposed to assume that the ball is not made of just one thing. We're supposed to assume that it's stitched together from more than one thing. I was going to see if I could find another angle on that ball, but I have no idea where I'm going now. This is a different place, though. Yeah, I don't think this is where I want to be. Maybe I can get up higher somewhere over here? I don't know, it's not discounted just yet. I mean, there's track over here. But no, I don't think we're anywhere near the fulcrum at this point. I can't see it anywhere, no. Alright. That might be the end point of this whole puzzle. We'll see. That is very creepy, though. Oh! I wonder if those are supposed to be Cirrus and Akinar. Interesting. We know they were kind of horrible to all the people of the ages that they went to. Oh, we got a little ladder here? We do have a little ladder here. Oh, we can go on the track for a little bit here. Hello, what are you? Ooh. You are probably a different puzzle. I'm going to come back to you later. Shouldn't throw glass balls at metal houses? I mean, it's the same effect, ironically enough. Alright. Oh, hey, more pages. Focus, Savadro. You must not let the fog come and swallow you. There are long spells, I think, days, maybe months at a time, when I can't remember what I've done. The fog rolls so thick around me, even if I hold my hand in front of my eyes, I barely see it. I strain and strain and strain, but nothing sticks. I think his sons came to visit us twice on Narayan. The first time Atris asked me to meet them, he told me they would come through the book. He says they will not understand how your words fit together, but they will use them to open the shield. Narayan, he says, is where their lessons come together. Narayan is the sum of what they must learn. I remember Tamra was carving a spirit mask into the tree the day the boys arrived. She tugs my sleeve to get attention, points at a glide ship in the sky. I am shocked by how young the boys appear. They look so much like their father. Yet they are different somehow, too. They're more impatient, and they are angry not to be treated like men. I take them to our home. I tell them I will teach them how to care for it. I say together we will encourage the lattice tree to grow tall. They ask me why they have to work so hard. They tell me, no, Savadro, that was later. That was after Atris took them away. You know this because when you see them saying these things, they are older. Their faces have become angled and hard. They have grown up into men, and something dark is in their eyes. They tell you they've come back to fix Narayan. Oh, God. Alright, slowly putting together this tale, and it's not a happy one. It's definitely not a happy one. We already knew Cirrus and Akinar were bad dudes, though. This is definitely not news. Alright. Stone weight right there. Make sure I'm not missing anything else here. Creep feedy, basically. Hey, ball player, good morning. We are struggling with this one. We are struggling, but we're making progress slowly. But Happy New Year's to you as well. How are you doing today? Hope you are having a fantastic New Year's. I'm glad you could join us. Alright, I don't think we've gone down this hallway. I know there was one hallway we haven't taken yet. Oh no, that leads back upstairs. So... And we took the dock. Where's the dock lead to? Alright, dock leads back to the puzzle. Alright. So let's just for shits and giggles. Let's just for shits and giggles assume that the Frankenball is only 1/8 glass. If so, can we match that? Let's just try that for a second. I'm not done ball blasting, true. Just came home, public transit was pretty crowded. Nice to have that option, though. I love public transit. Alright. So, can we make that? Alright, let's head back to the lab. Let's see what we can do. The lab, I say. The shop? I guess? Can we make a ball that weighs the equivalent of 3/4 wood, or all wood but then 1 piece glass? Obviously, if we had 3 pieces of wood, we could. But we don't. We only got the 2. So... but this is equivalent to a half. That's too much. That's too much. That's a... Alright, so... let me do some equivalency here. No, that's not really... oh god, there's so much math in here. Brewed the bastard out of a cauldron. I definitely haven't read that one. I have read the original Frankenstein, but it's been a very long time. Ooh, EP, have a wonderful brunch. Hope you, that makes for a wonderful New Year's Day. Take care of yourself and enjoy your lurk. Alright, so I don't see any way we can make an exact equivalent of the Frankenball. So the next thing up to do would be to make something that is either half of the Frankenball or twice the Frankenball. So there's definitely no way we can make half of the Frankenball. So what about twice is the question. So this is 1 full ball. Because that's half wood, and this is equivalent to half wood as well. Red is hinting those things I haven't seen, so I think we might need to see if there's another angle of the Frankenball that we can get somewhere. I know! Logic puzzles involving math. This wasn't what I was supposed to do for the holidays. It's the holidays! I'm supposed to be chilling, sipping champagne, eating a shrimp cocktail, the food that is completely acceptable to eat raw and cold for some reason. And yet, no. I'm doing math. That's what I'm doing. Doing math. Math is for nerds. I'm the nerd now, bud. That's what's happened. I've become the nerd. So we still can't see one part of the ball. We can see this entire half. That's 4 pieces. We can see from this other angle, so we can see that piece on the other side and that piece on the other side. So the other side on here and here we haven't seen. There's 2 pieces of the ball. We can't confirm. But there's a hole right there. If we could figure out how to get where that hole is, we might be able to see the other angle of the Frankenball. Well, let's go looking for that. It'll work out Idris's tax forms! Oh, God. I wouldn't be surprised. The sun has risen up here and the sunrise is beautiful. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, shrimp cocktail is technically cooked shrimp. I think when I think cooked shrimp, I always think of things like fried shrimp. But yeah, I guess that is technically cooked shrimp. It's always just been weird to me that shrimp cocktail is just cold. Like, I like it. I enjoy it, but it's just, it's cold. I don't usually take most of my food cold unless it's like desserts. You know? Yeah, definitely don't eat raw shrimp. That will absolutely kill you. Absolutely, definitely, totally will mess you up. Still have this thing. I have no idea what to do with this. But I don't think that's part of what we're doing right now. And I don't see any way we can get to that other angle, unfortunately. We've been pretty much everywhere we have available to us to go right now. Pasta salad is also cooked pasta, but that's better cold. This is true, I hadn't thought about that. I guess there is a world of cold dishes that I have not really been explorative of. I know, of course, there's gazpacho, the most famous of the strangely cold dishes. Or at least in my mind, the most famous, I should say. Alright, let's make sure I haven't missed anywhere. Make sure there isn't anywhere else to go that we haven't explored. So we do have our little elevator over here. Make sure we've seen everything to see there. Oh God, bud! Please save me, Chad. Don't condemn me to taxes. So yeah, we can see these two parts from here. We've seen this whole half. But we can't see what's behind this half right there. So technically we can't confirm those parts of the ball are. Although it's very weird that it changes perspective when I click on that like that. There's nowhere else I can go here, though, I don't think. I'm just stuck out on this little ledge. So I think that's all I could see from here. That would make sense. Yeah, nowhere else I can go there. I'm not looking forward to taxes. I hate taxes. I don't know anyone that I've ever met that has been a big fan of gazpacho. This is true. If we've got any big gazpacho fans in chat right now, I'd love to hear. I would be very curious. But, no, I don't think I've ever met one. This is true. Now, we had this little ladder here. I think we already went up that. And that leads to here. It leads to this puzzle. Alright, that's not going to help me any. Alright. Now we head back down there. And this leads to that weird, creepy grotto out in the middle of nowhere, so that's definitely not where we need to be. Alright. So unfortunately, no, there doesn't appear to be any way to get another angle on our Frankenball there. Ball Blair, I think gazpacho is really nice, especially with garlic bread. Garlic bread does elevate a lot of soups. I do find that. Main reason I know about it is The Simpsons. I think I originally heard it from an old Dilbert comic back in the day. Gazpacho is widely eaten in Spain and Portugal, particularly during hot summers, since it is refreshing and cool. Alright, yeah, that is a context I've never thought of before. Nice, cool soup during a hot summer. I can see that. That's probably my problem there, is I really need that as the contrast. Alright, so... God, I don't want to do math. I'm going to take a peek at UHS and make sure I have all the information I need here. So if you look at it from the ground or from a raised platform, the ball appears to be made out of solid red material. Specifically, the red material is wood. Hey, Rin! Hey, what's up? What's up, Rin? Hi. What's up? Still remember when Lisa first became a vegetarian as an alternative to barbecue? She offered gazpacho. It's tomato soup served ice cold. Honestly, that's what I thought about it. Have you seen a thing in Jananin? Well, we found this book. And this book did have this doodle. So that might be what you mean. Also, I need to blow my nose real quick. I will be right back. Also, we found the scales in Jananin that showed what the three... Yeah, we saw the scales that showed what the three types of balls weigh. So we know from Jananin that 1 glass ball is equivalent to 4 wooden balls. And I might want to go back and look at those again. Alright, we can do that. We can do that. Luckily, the portal to Jananin is not far away, so we can just sort of hop over there. Go check those out again? Alright. Here, I thought I was all clever for writing down what I saw, but we'll see if there's anything else to see there. Just in case. Alright. Jananin portal is right here. That should take me... Oh, that'll take me back to the elevator where I left. Alright, that's fine. I love that linking book sound so much. Any excuse to hear that sound is a happy excuse. Alright, now from here... we can just head up here. And then luckily this door was locked before, but now we've unlocked it. We can just step right through, which is nice. First exposure to gazpacho is having it served by my Spanish host family in Segovia. Nothing wrong with it, but I can't see myself ever craving it. That's fair. I think that's a sensible review. Alright, this wasn't the right place, was it? Shoot. Where was... Oh, it's down from here. Right, we need to call the elevator. Alright, so let's call the elevator. And then his little workshop should be just below here. And that's taking me down. That is taking me down. Alright, cool. So we've got the elevator working 2 ways. That seems good. Alright. Well, I am pleased with myself for fixing the elevator, if nothing else. That was fun. Atris Buddy, you really need to make less of your contraptions feel like death traps. Atris's contraptions are bizarrely complicated. Alright, so here's the first one we saw. And this has a glass ball on one side, balanced by 4 wooden balls. So 1 glass ball weighs as much as 4 wooden balls. That seems simple enough. Chris, posture check? I think we do need a posture check. Give me just a moment. We're going to pop over here real quick. And over here we have 1 stone ball, what I wrote down as metal, is equivalent to 4 glass. We got that right there. Balls everywhere. Alright, I'm going to do my posture check, and also I need to blow my nose, so I will be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. The open floor also means you can lower the elevator into water to drown a dude. So there's that too. Alright, those are the only scales I remember seeing in the room, but let's look around a little bit more. Let's see if there was one I missed in here. Oh, there's this. Well, that's just fucking weird. What's that look like it tells me? Well, I hadn't considered it before because it was just fucking creepy. But I notice that the fulcrum for this is not in the center. So when the fulcrum is on the right, then it's balanced if the thing on the right is double what the thing on the left is. So that's what it's telling us here, is if the fulcrum's in the center, then the left and the right must be balanced. But if the fulcrum's on one side or the other, then that means that the weight on the side the fulcrum is closest to needs to be double what the weight on the other side is. Alright, so that we didn't actually have. We did have that. If the music chimed in like that, it means something. Can you actually see the light bulb pop over my head there? You should have. You should have, because that is a revelation. But not Myst IV revelation. That is coming up later. Let's see. The 999 elevator conversation. Honestly, the writing in 999 was just a lot of fun. That game was really fun. I would love to play that on stream sometime. I just have no idea how to go about it. I've got too many questions. Alright, take care of yourself, Warden. Thanks for hanging around. We will see you around and have a fantastic New Year's Day. Myst III is now an edutainment game. I mean, don't forget this age we're in. This age we're in Myst is literally meant to teach Atris's sons. So this is the edutainment age right here, most definitely. Let's see. There is a Steam port of 999. Here's the problem. And nobody spoil this. Please, no one spoil anything about 999. But I watch games, I'm presuming you've beaten the game before. And hopefully you've beaten the game on Nintendo DS. Because here's the thing. The final puzzle of 999 on Nintendo DS is brilliant. It's genius. It's one of the best plot twists I've ever seen in a game. But that same puzzle in the Steam version, it doesn't cap off the story in the same brilliant way that it does in the DS version. Now, this is the fundamental problem I have, is the Steam version allows you to skip scenes, which makes it so much easier to play than the DS version. But in the DS version, I think the final puzzle is so much better. And I don't know how to deal with it. I have not yet figured out how I want to deal with that fundamental problem. I simply don't know. I've thought about this a long time, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Also, the Steam version is voiced, whereas the DS version isn't. Which also is nice, but I don't know. It is a tricky problem. It is. I'm still hoping I can figure out what to do. And I can't say too much about why this is a problem without spoiling everything, and I won't do that. I just gotta figure something out. Can always choose to do the entire last run without skipping around? That's true. That's true. When are you gonna get voice acting? The text-based stream is getting... I see what you're doing there, Broken Crow. I see what you're doing. See the game you're playing here? Yeah, we're still doing this, Punisher. We are still doing some Myst bullshit, but we're getting close to finally solving this one insane puzzle. Do you have to memorize and replay all story branches to get all endings of the Steam version? I don't think so. I think you need to get 2 specific endings before you can get the true ending. I think. Oh, I kept you away from the DS version? Yeah. The fact that you can't skip scenes in the DS version makes it kind of incredibly brutal. But in the Steam version, you can skip scenes, so it's a lot easier to get through right there. Alright, Nano, take care of yourself. Thanks so much for hanging around. I hope you have a wonderful rest, and we will see you around. Alright. So let's check back in with ourselves. Where are we at, chat? Well, we have what I believe to be a presumptive weight for the Frankenball. We still don't technically know what 1/4 of the Frankenball is. But we can make an educated guess, and then we can work off of that. So, what we know we need to do is, because there doesn't appear to be any way that we can make our ball equivalent to the weight of the Frankenball. I don't think you can. So I think what we have to do is we have to make our ball weigh double the Frankenball. That's what I'm thinking now. Let's see. You can skip directly to specific story points you've been to before if they have important branches. You still pretty much need to do anything, but you don't need to do everything from scratch every time, which is just already a huge quality of life improvement. So I am very happy about that. Alright. So we can very conservatively assume that the Frankenball is only 1/8 glass. If so, the question is, how do we properly double that? Because that's... God, that's mean math. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that math. Can we not assume that it's 1/8 glass? Can we assume it's 1/4 glass? Can you make a suggestion? Sure. What do you got, Rin? Because if we assume it's 1/4 glass, I think that math actually is easier to do. I don't know if that means that is what it is, but that would make my life a little bit easier. And right now, I'm very much into that. Put everything into wood weights. You mean just wood? Just the wooden weights? Like that? Because now we've got 3/4 of a wooden ball. I mean, when you're calculating the weight, oh yeah. We've got to translate everything into a common factor, I think. So 1/8 glass is 1/2 wood. So Frankenball is not 7 wood and 1 glass, it's 11 wood. Oh, alright. Alright, I see what you're saying. Translate it immediately before I start doing math. Alright. So let's assume for a second that Frankenball is 11 wood. And the ball we have right now is already starting out at 4 wood. We can't change, or no, sorry, not starting out at Alright, so you're doing things as, alright. I have to change some of my math here because I have on my page 1 wood as 1 wooden ball. But you're saying, which I think is smart here, we need to think of 1 wood as 1 wooden... and 1 wooden eighth of a ball. I think that's not a bad idea because that will make my math much less insane. But I do need to do some equivalencies on here. So, let's have 1 wood. I suppose the calculations still work. The equivalencies still work. Because 1/8 of a glass is still equal to 4/8 of wood. If that we get into bushels and pecks, please no. I already live in a country that does imperial. I should ask people that live outside of the United States, have you heard of the nightmare that is 5 tomatoes? I'm curious if anyone outside of the country has ever heard of the nightmare that is 5 tomatoes. Use British stone. Rook's Honor, I will say this is hilarious. When I used to watch UFC, every once in a while UFC would do a show in England, and they would do the fighters' weights in stone. And it was hilarious because like every fighter weighed like 2.5 stone or something like that. Like, I'm like, what is the point of telling us the fighters' weights if every single one of them weighs the exact same thing in this measuring thing? Like, that guy weighs 2.5 stone and that guy weighs 2.5 stone. Oh wow, how coincidental. That's not a very useful measure. The Romulan Empire unit system? Oh god. Alright, so 5 tomatoes is the mnemonic to figure out how many feet are in a mile. Because as people who live in the nice system that is metric know, everything is like powers of 10. But a mile is 5,280 feet. 5280. 5 tomatoes. That's the mnemonic we have to remember. 5 tomatoes. Whereas in metric, it's just powers of 10. It's just powers of 10. It's so nice. You don't have to have mnemonics in metric, which is a beautiful thing, and I'm very jealous. Welcome to life in America. And there's 1.6 kilometers per mile or 0.6 miles per kilometer. That one I wouldn't remember off the top of my head. Sick cat, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to induce this trauma on you. How much in yards? Oh god, I don't know. Please no. Yeah, engineers tend to use metrics, although there was that nightmare with the Mars Polar Lander, where somehow it used partially metric and partially imperial. And so it attempted to start braking like a mile below the surface, or it was set to brake after it was already a mile below the surface, so it just smashed into the surface of Mars at several hundred miles an hour. Alright, I'm actually going to do this now. So let me actually sit down and do this. So our current ball, or the Franken ball is 11 wood. So we need to get one that is 22 wood. And we are starting with 4 wood. So that means we need to get on top of our 4 wood, we need to get 18 wood. Let's think about it that way. How do we make 18 wood with what we've got? Let's think about that. Well, one metal is 16 wood. That should be 18 wood right there. Alright, let's try that then. Let us try that. Hopefully that's the thing. We might have nudged it there, hopefully. Yeah, for some reason they just have an infinite amount of glass spheres, and those glass spheres are not generally considered to be cheap. I don't know where they're finding all these things. You do have to remember femto, pico, nano, micro, milli, centi, deci, kilo, mega, giga, tera, peta. I mean, how often do most of those come up? I mean, how often in your daily life are you using anything other than milli, centi, deci, kilo, mega, giga? Aside from, like, hard drives. Hard drives are an exception. Alright. 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 Oh, hello. What is this now? Not today, quote. Not today. Alright, hang on. And we appear to have what may be the solution to another puzzle right here. Let me snag a picture of that. And then let's go to save game. And we will call this one Balls Busted. You might not have beat the game, but you won in our hearts. Exactly. Thank you, I Watch Games. I needed that little nudge. I really did. Deciliter is common in the kitchen. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, computer things these days go very high, and will continue to go very high. Like, right now, terabyte is about the biggest the average person will encounter in their day-to-day, but that's going to change over time, definitely. CL is common in wine? What is CL? Centiliter? Oh, centiliter, that's weird. I don't think I've ever heard the term centiliter before. I obviously understand it, but I've never heard anyone actually use the term centiliter before. Weird. Alright. So let's see if I can recreate the picture that we saw just now. Right here. Basically, push down everything that wasn't in that picture. Which is those. That did nothing. Alright, push down just the things that are in the picture. Nope. Neither of those did it. Try this one more time to make sure I'm not crazy. Nope, that was the picture we saw, but that doesn't seem to do the trick. That might not be what we're doing just now. Alright, but we do have another puzzle that we saw that we could go after right now. That's that weird one in the cavern with all the blue lights. So maybe we should be going after that one next. Let's see. It's really hard to get down these stairs. That perspective is very confusing. Yeah, Pico and Nano seem mostly used in science terms. I don't really see them outside of scientific context all that much. I know, or was this what I'm thinking of? No, this was... Oh, hello. Actually, this might be where we're supposed to be. That's a weird noise. Oh, jeez. I don't even kinda know. I don't even kinda know what's going on there. Not even sort of. What is this? What is this insanity? Have I offended someone? What is this? Whoa! Whoa, no! Oh, God! Alright, there's a weird sort of resonance field right there. That's a bad thing. What the hell? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I wonder. Oh, jeez. No, now there's a resonance field there, too. Was that there before? I don't think that was there before. Oh, it's still there. Still there. That seems bad. So, not only have I found an audio puzzle, but I found an audio puzzle where the audio is the worst thing in the entire world. Jesus Christ. Great. Wonderful. Excellent. This is good and I like it. If anybody tells you different, they're lying to you. This is wonderful, and I'm happy to be doing this. God. What? If I seem stunned, chat, it's just because I'm so happy. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm overwhelmed with joy at the thought of doing an audio puzzle where the audio is like super duper annoying. I didn't know what I was expecting getting into this game, but that's so much more than I could have ever dreamed. I feel like a princess. I feel like it's my birthday and Christmas rolled into one. Dreams do come true, chat. Dreams do come true. Am I back at the start? I'm back at the start. That loops around. Interesting. What is your dream, Shane? Oh, just to have a puzzle that screams at me while I'm trying to comprehend it. That's all. I just want a puzzle that actually inflicts pain upon me as I'm trying to understand the dumb bullshit that it wants me to do. That's what I want. That's what all of us want, I think. At the end of the day, when you get right down to it, I think we just want puzzles that hate us. Personally. Intimately. Just puzzles that hate us. Puzzles that wish us harm. Here we go. This is something new. I love how they added a zip mode to Myst 1 before this game came out. This game does have a zip mode. I just don't have it turned on yet. Broken Crow, if anyone's holding me hostage, it's me, unfortunately. Gamagubo, accurate representation of what's going on right now. I want a puzzle that actively disrupts my focus while I'm trying to solve it. Flare Cat, Happy New Year. How are you doing today, Flare Cat? Hope you're doing well. Oh, God, what is this now? Hello? Well, I don't appear to actually... I don't appear to be able to affect anything on this, is the problem. Oh, I gotta pull the lever again, don't I? Yeah, pull the lever, Kronk. I imagine having the zip mode is nice after getting stumped for a few hours. Yeah, it would be nice. Oh, hello. Oh, pegs! Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so... Can put pegs in holes? Yes. Why would I want that? Also, why can't I access the bottom hole? That's a little strange. Oh, would you look at the time? Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chad. It got so late. Got so late. I didn't even notice where the time went. Oh man, it's frustrating. I was so eager to dig into this weird bullshit balls and pegs puzzle, but no. Oh, I just don't have the time, unfortunately. No, it looks like we're gonna have to wrap it up for today. Darn it, shucks, crud. Oh, that is unfortunate. The cop out. I don't know what you mean, Emperor. I just happened to look at the time, and it's just it's so late. I'm late for a very important date. I did technically go on 45 minutes longer than usual. We're still within the boundaries of the stream, but... Oh... It's not that I technically need to end the stream right now. It's that I don't think I have time within the bounds of the stream for whatever the hell that was just now. That's kind of the long and short of it right there. Whatever that puzzle is, I'm suspecting it's going to be a while. I don't think that is a short puzzle. I think that is a puzzle that is going to take us some time. So... here's what we're going to do. Next week, we are going to be back on Bug Snacks on Friday. Now, we're going to be beating Bug Snacks either Friday or Saturday. Once we finish Bug Snacks, if we finish on Saturday, then on Sunday, we'll play Myst III. However, if we finish Bug Snacks on Friday, we'll play Myst on Saturday and Sunday, because we got some scheduling weirdness I got to work out right there. And we'll start on Lunar after I get my bathroom remodeled. Because for anybody that missed it at the start of the stream, I'm going to have to miss a week of streams. Because my bathroom is getting remodeled and I can't be in the apartment while that's happening. So I'm going to have to vacate for an entire week. And I won't be here to do the stream. So I apologize about that. We're trying to schedule around it as we can. Dame Karen, that was the best after cinema I've seen. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm trying. So, I hope I will see you next week, Friday. We're going to be playing some Bug Snacks. We might be beating it. I'm not sure. I won't promise. But we'll be playing it next week. And we'll also be playing some more Myst III Exile next week. I hope you join us for that as well. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for putting up with my struggles. Because there's definitely some struggles in this, most definitely. But if you can spare one more minute before we call it quits, I would appreciate that. Because we still need to see who all else is online. So if you're not done watching Twitch for the day, maybe I can send you somewhere cool. I would like the opportunity, most definitely. So make sure to hit follow if you haven't already. That'll be the quickest way to find me next week or at any point in the future. If you'd like to come back, we'd love to have you here. And while I'm looking to see who all is live right now, there's some links in chat you might want to check out if you haven't seen them yet. We have a link to my YouTube if you'd like to see any of the games I've played in the past, including Myst 1 and 2. And that'll also be the best place to catch up on whatever game we're playing right now if you miss anything. And we also have a link to my Discord if you'd like to chat with me or the rest of the community outside of the stream. Everyone is welcome in there, so feel free to join us. And I see somebody who is just starting out right now, who is playing a game that if it's the game I'm thinking of, this is definitely going to be something we want to see here. So, folks, I would absolutely love it if you join us as we go raid none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Retrograde Tom. He is one of my favorite streamers on all of Twitch. Master B, thank you for the 22 bits. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. Thanks for joining us. So Tom is an amazing streamer. He plays a ton of obscure retro stuff. He plays some modern stuff too. He's hilarious. He has a great community. You're definitely going to want to chill over there. And yes, as King of Apoc said, he's playing Enemy Zero for Sega Saturn, which if it's the game I'm thinking of, this is an absolute hoot to watch. So why don't you join me over there, say hi to Tom, hang out for a little bit, throw him a follow if you like what he's doing. But hey, if you've got other things to do, I will just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. I will see you folks next week for Bug Snacks and more Myst. Take care of yourselves until then, everybody.